Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Metaphor ReFantazio. Pharaoh Fiasco here. We've been prepping this whole time for an almighty showdown. Uh-oh. I don't think I gave myself enough.
Alright.
Well, I guess this might be the only thing that's strictly needed. Yeah. Well, we can heal with Patra, I guess, and we've got Recarm. So as long as we've got Masked Revelry, that should be fine. But we've got it set so that everyone... We're also going to need Dekaja, probably. Okay, she's got that. Excellent. And then Juna's on the Tycoon because we need the Merchant lineage in order to make this work. She'll get Magic Font. And she does... Yeah, I don't think she's got Megiddo. Okay, but that's fine. She's mostly on... she's basically just on support anyways. Medi... But we do have Healer's Blessing. One of these. Godly Blessing. Oh, we do have it, but it's too expensive. I'm not sure what to give her on her last slot, then. It's basically going to have to be something she already has. Steals mag from an enemy. Alright, well, Patra then. Because Pen Patra is... We've got it, but it's actually too expensive for us to do anything with. Save over this one. Or it's too expensive for us to teach anybody.
Yep.
Alright, now up we go. Final one. Pretty sure whatever's ahead of us is no joke. You still want to push forward? Let's go. Down one. So yeah, this thing definitely looks like it might be meaner than the last one. Oh, whoa. What do I have auto on? Yeah. It's clear as day. There's poison running through that thing's whole body. Astounding. It siphons the toxins from the very ground itself. It seems you must face a venomous dragon then. This thing can inflict hex, actually, but I guess this is here to throw you off in case, or maybe it does inflict poison too. The last thing could do ice and fire. Listen, I'm not trying to give you all a hard time, but...
Hark, ye band of heroic posers.
Since time immemorial, the three dragons have devoted the whole of their being to rejuvenating the land. Each has played a unique role in the renewal. For countless lifetimes, the Guardians have withstood many an onslaught, brutal ravagings of civilizations, all-consuming heat, and pestilence born of poisons. All so that they may fulfill the last of their duties on this day, to stand before you as the embodiment of this trial.
Hey!
This all got a point? Forget it. We just take down this one like we did the others, yeah? That's what you want us to do, right, little lady?
I expected worse.
Huh, took the words right out of my mouth. Wish it could be that simple. And yet thou must pay attention to thy foundations. Those who call forth power without reason will never become heroes. Not that I've got to remind you guys. Lo, the conclusion draws near.
Make an attempt.
Sally forth and let the trial of the dragon stand bested.
Take care of it, please.
Looks like the last dance. Let's get this started, Heath.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I'm heading up.
Well, we've got... This thing reflects everything that's not Almighty. And we've got Almighty. And she's still helping out. You know what? Sure thing. Why not?
I've never seen that.
All reset. So Gold Rush deals heavy physical damage. Well, we want to play this safe. 124. And that's even after splurging for the, She really can't do anything.
This may be the go right ahead.
Deadly Eraser, yes. So he'll actually start things off. Well, actually, doesn't he have... No, he doesn't have charge. Alright, well, we'll see how good Deadly Eraser is. 680. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. 343. Miasma Whirl. What did that do? Overflowing miasma envelops the area. What is that? Does that increase our susceptibility to ailments? Loathsome Claw. Yeah, this thing can inflict poison on us. Well, now we know.
I am grateful.
Thanks.
She has... I mean, it's a good thing we've got Pachra. But this is still gonna... Wait. That miasma cut our HP! Oh, wow. Okay. So that's what that does. Right. It repels all that stuff. Uh-oh. Okay. So this might be, well... If we up our defenses, it'll probably not be as bad. Oh, that hit us for almost 600. Interesting.
Will you hear?
So let's try the other strategy. Let's see. Let's get everybody set for Makarakarn. Because we should all have that. And we'll see how far that takes us. Or... Let me get more, before we go to the Makarakarn strat, let me get us set up... Well, everybody being able to... Just everybody having more options would be best. Okay, so we're gonna see if Magical Injection can save us from that, but first, we're going to take on the first of 2 royal archetypes that we've managed. This archetype is the pinnacle of its form.
All right.
Yeah, let's get it.
I'm counting on you. Of course.
So first, one of these. Royal Berserker.
I'll do it.
Alright. Studied over half the heroic embodiments.
I can use this.
Sure. Because now he's got... He can still use Deadly Eraser, which is good. Well, that's because we've got the Prince taken on, actually. And then Hulkenberg is next. She got hers first, what?
Alright.
Omni Counter, Pierce Surge, Omni Guard. Ooh.
I see.
And she got hers as well. More jeweled roots, so she's at 60%. Yeah, 60% studied. Now what does Omni Guard do? 1 non-almighty attack for 1 ally. Oh, well, hey. But what we just want to make sure we can use... Do we want to stay on? Because, I mean, as long as we've got Megiddo, then I think I'll be fine with that. No, not recovery magic. Gift MP, Knight's Proclamation. We could get Debilitate, but Debilitate, well, it's not that expensive. Charge, Rebellion, Maraku Kaja, Mataru Kaja. We can do, definitely want Pen Pachra as well. There it is. I'm like, where is Megiddo? Now we need Juna to get that godly blessing. Yeah, make life easier for us. Healer's Insight. Recovers medium HP every turn. I'm not sure if we'll strictly need that. Well, it'll up her own survivability. Wait, what does Metacall do? Heavy HP recovery for all allies. Okay. But she can't support at all, so maybe instead of Magic Font, she should have Maraku Kaja. Yeah.
Alright.
Now, Yufa, she's gonna stick to this. Dekaja, she doesn't need Patra. She does need... Do we want a Karn on her, though? Because Dekaja is fine.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll do Maraku Kaja. And... I kind of want Penpatra on her as well.
Alright.
Yeah, that's good. And now Basilio. Health Vessel. Raises max HP by 30%. Oh my gosh. So he's he's getting Windbreaker for sure. No, he's not. We can't actually use Windbreaker in this fight. We'll give him Samarakarm, Penpatra, Dekunda, and Maraku Kaja. But this just means that he actually won't be able to... Well, let's give him... We'll actually give him Medica. Because if this doesn't work, then we're going to need a way to keep our HP high. Nullifies one attack that would inflict a status ailment. And as long as we've got Megiddo, then I think we'll be fine. Or at least I would like to hope that we are fine. Okay, so Basilio and us cannot be statused at all by this thing. No poison or hex. Whereas Juna is susceptible to both, and Yufa is only susceptible to hex. So we'll start with a magical injection. Basically just gonna have to see if this works at all. Peerless Sanctity. She can Maraku Kaja. Hadian Ice Crag and Windblade. None of that matters, because we're going to be Megiddoing. 351. Not the most damage ever, but... So Miasma Whirl. Nope, Miasma Whirl works on us anyways. Attack return to normal. Great Dragon's Wrath. Whoa, counter! Well, isn't that nice? So, we can Tetrakarn and be good to go. Alright, now we know. In fact, I might actually want to just do that. Yeah, let's reconfigure for Tetrakarn usage. Okay, so now that we know that this is going to, that we can Tetrakarn with basically no issue, and that Magic Injection doesn't actually matter, do anything for us. Let's just do one of these. And she'll also do the same thing. We, however, will be going in with a Megiddo. And he's got Deadly Eraser, but I'm not sure if we're ever going to be in a situation where we're going to use that. So Distant Black, let me pay closer attention to what's going on here. Hex is whatever. We're not worried about. Loathsome Claw, okay. So Loathsome Claw, what kind of damage is that doing? 440, holy crap. Interesting. Unknown skills. Well, I mean, we're definitely done for here. Okay, I might have to, because it's only just now occurring to me that I should probably look into a synthesis skill that actually just guards everything for everybody. But we're going to have, because we have half of our party who can Tetrakarn, and half of our... That is not what I meant to do. Hold on. Thankfully... Yeah, I've got major stick drift going on, so... Oh well. You pay so much money for these hunks of plastic. And if you're American, you're about to pay a whole lot more for these hunks of plastic, but that's neither here nor there. So first archetype, she'll Tetrakarn herself. So I'm just going to see if Makarakarn is going to be enough to save us from that breath attack, because that breath attack it did is what really hosed us big time. Deadly Eraser. So I'm just having to make it easy to track who's got what going on. Our Tetrakarners are Tetrakarning themselves, and our Makarakarners are Makarakarning themselves. So that, I guess, is just a special type of thing. Hits anyways. Loathsome Claw, which goes through Tetrakarn. So, Loathsome... She's still Tetrakarn, so yes, Loathsome Claw 100% goes through Tetrakarn, but it's unclear how it'll interact with Makarakarn. Though honestly, because it's a Claw skill, what's probably going to end up happening is it's just outside of that dichotomy, which is completely unfair, but... Loathsome Claw on her again. Okay, so yes, Toxin Breath does get reflected by that, but it doesn't end its turn. Toxin Breath. Why is Basilia weak to that? Sure, we'll do so, but...
I'll pay you back double. Stay insane in a fight.
Get her some healing?
Let's split the meds.
No.
Never mind.
Because if we do that, we're asking to be KO'd next turn.
That was helpful. Don't underestimate. Keep wearing her down.
We are not going to be able to make it to... Wait, if we can't make it to her turn, that means that she'll still... The thing will stay live, won't it? Yeah, actually, it should. She's still in the pose, so... Alright, well, we resist that. It must be... What do we have to see what we resist. Okay, so we're actually going to try the cheese strat again. Not sure how useful it's going to be, but that Toxin Breath, it deals dark damage because Basilia was weak to it, but we resisted it. So one time weakness to dark, and then everybody else is going to actually... Well, she'll Holy Knight's Proclamation. But we've got him on Makarakarn. Him being Basilio. Miasma Whirl. F up our HP totals. So what we want is to see Toxin Breath. That's what we're currently after. So now that it's got that, Deadly Eraser, which is all well and good. So we're going for... she actually can't do much here. Just make sure she doesn't get got, I guess. And we don't want to because she does have... She can Line Guard, nullifies one physical for everyone in the row. I could have been doing this in our previous attempt. Not that that matters, but... Oh, already? Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep... I think we'll just keep doing that. Attack return to normal. Great Dragon's Wrath. Distant Black Howl. To inflict both of the girls with Hex. Okay, a Loathsome Claw. And a Toxin Breath. Oh, no. Wow, that was the worst thing that could have possibly happened. That's really obnoxious. We got so close.
Here.
I rejoin the fray.
And that counter is nice.
I'll pay you double.
We're so close. That's the only thing. I don't want to give up. I want to win. There she friggin' goes. Yeah, we're hosed. Blasted him. So, we put all that time and effort and energy into getting the royal mask dancer for her, and we can't even do what we were intending to do with it because the royal mask dancer doesn't have Sable Dance.
It's up to you now.
So we would have been better off putting more effort into getting her Battle Master, but we will Makarakarn. But this is the strategy that we're going to go with, reflecting the damage back at it. That's really the only thing that I don't know how much of the previous attempts that I left in. It probably wasn't too much of them, but this is like attempt number 6 or 7. And the last one, the most recent one, was obnoxious because we couldn't have been more than 2,000 HP off. But Juna cannot be hexed. She can only be poisoned.
Come forth, Royal Soul.
We will Makarakarn. Basilio, we found out that poison skill that it's got, that was the real deal issue. That poison skill will jack you up. Everybody resists darkness except for Yufa. She does not resist darkness. But that's why we're working with this particular... We're going to reflect that damage back at it when we can. She can Holy Knight's Proclamation, actually. Who's up next? Us? Actually, yeah, let's have her Holy Knight's Proclamation. Roar. So that's why she's got Dekunda, because this is obnoxious. The purple Toxiclaw. Yeah, there we go. That is exactly what we want to see. We'll also get the Radiance going. That is what I was afraid of. Okay, well, but that's what I get, isn't it? Let's actually have him do it. So Loathsome Claw is really annoying. That more than anything else is the thing that puts us in the ground big time. Because there's no blocking it. I don't know what element that is. Like, it must be doing almighty damage or something because we can't get out of it. Alright, but we're gonna have to heal.
I owe you one.
Windblade? Why didn't we unlock that before?
Flare.
And see, we deal plenty of damage. It's just the everything else.
Thank you.
That helped us out.
But yeah, I don't know. What's Yufa actually doing here? She's got Penpatra, but...
How could I let myself be cursed?
Critted. God dang, a double crit. Are you serious? This is obnoxious. Alright, let's just go ahead and start over.
Don't forget about
I don't believe it.
You dumb begging
Genuinely obnoxious. I'm gonna estimate this thing has, cause that 5,000. I'm gonna estimate this thing has probably about 20,000 HP, and now we only have to deal with 15,000 of it.
Let's do this together.
Let's get him.
Great job, Judah.
You better
But
be
those
ready.
crits are so serious.
Take my fullest power.
Then one for you,
Defiant.
Miasma Whirl. Great Dragon's Wrath. And an opening with a Toxin Breath. I guess there's really no rhyme or reason as to when it does that. We just have to keep those live at all times.
Great job, Judah. Now they're weak to something new.
And then one for Yufa. But Loathsome Claw is the absolute worst thing that we could see.
Shoulders.
Purple Toxic Claw. Yeah, he doesn't resist that anymore.
You're so slow. Captain's hurt bad.
Can't give up now.
Let's get it
So we need a Medica, a Dekunda.
Allow me to
Yeah.
That helped.
Got out to
What are
south.
we going to... We'll... Makarakarn the other two.
Watch me.
Yeah.
I knew you'd help.
I am grateful.
If this doesn't work, I'm probably gonna keep grinding until I can get the, until I can get Resist All. Because we just have to be not taking so much damage. So that's good. That's excellent.
Here I go.
So immediately into the Makarakarns, of which we're only really going to be able to do 2 of.
Now for a grand maneuver.
We will Sable Dance this time.
Good job, Judah. Now they're weak to something new.
Attack return to normal. Yeah, she's poisoned, but as long as it's not Juna. We need to move him to the back line. That's also a problem. He is not doing nothing in the front that can't be done in the back. Yeah, let's have him Medica so that she can Purge Light.
That helped. Thank you. Take my full
She will use a Makarakarn. One of these. And so we're not worried about dispelling poison. With this with these HP totals, the only thing that happens is that the only thing that happens is that we lose 15 each turn, which is such a manageable amount of HP loss.
How could I let myself be cursed?
Alright, so we're hexed, and now we're Dekunded. So we're not going to make the same mistake. Yeah.
Come on.
Victory Foresight! Well, don't mind if we do. This will make things a lot easier for us to set up.
There I go.
So we'll Makarakarn.
I am grateful.
Full throttle.
She can Dekunda. So this will make it easier for us to attack with impunity.
Got out to south.
Yeah. 1 Radiance for you.
Behold this power.
She'll actually re-up on that Sable Dance.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
And I think we'll have one person
Power.
who's... Yeah.
Be fortified.
Roar. All we have to do is just Dekunda that off. Distant Black Howl.
How could I?
And there's only one person that can affect. A critical Loathsome Claw. 2 critical Loathsome Claws. Are you serious? Bro,
Everyone.
that's obnoxious.
No. Take it.
I rejoin.
And then we'll go ahead and immediately
Looks like you've got some
chill Makarakarn. I think we'll... Yeah, let's double the Makarakarns.
That helped.
And he'll do for her. So we would like to see a Toxin Breath sometime soon. That would be preferable to anything else. Poison Tail, not that great. But we are all in the back line, so that's something. Juna's poison, though. We gotta fix that. Can't abide by that. She can Penpatra, thankfully. We'll... I guess we'll use our turn to re-up on... Let's, Magla injection. She'll dance of Purge Light. Alright, Golden. No Tetrakarn does make this a little dicey, but I think the Makarakarn strategy is a lot better ultimately. Purple Toxiclaw. Can't poison us, and as long as we don't get crit, we're good. Wow. That's obnoxious. So just like before, Balm of Life into a Radiance. Excellent. That gives us the opportunity to Makarakarn us again. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe a just having someone who can Maraku Kaja would be nice as well. Yeah. So we're not just taking mad damage from that. A Toxin Breath, finally. So, immediately into the Makarakarns. Though I probably should have had her Dekunza with her first turn. Yeah, I think we're going to skip one. And then have her Dekunza us. I'm assuming we'll be good for another turn, but even if we do get got, that Toxin Breath is something that, well, actually, I should probably be prioritizing Yufa for the Makarakarns, because Yufa's the only person who doesn't resist Dark. Yeah, okay. 8 those for Brekkie. A Makarakarn for thou. One a Dance of Purge Light. I guess he can throw... No. We'll have him throw a healing item our way. Because she has more MP to spare. Poison Tail into the crit. Always nice to see. No, we didn't Sable. Oh, crap. I effed that up. Okay. Didn't do that correctly, but it's okay. We'll recover. Let's get the Sable Dance live. He's gonna have to Medica. And then she'll Makarakarn herself. Dang! Ugh. It'd be nice because, well, that was completely on me, but being able to completely check, come on, dude. Only the one. Missed out on so much damage there. Who's up next?
The next one's yours.
So it'd be easiest for us to Sable Dance yet again. Now we can get... Well, we got a Medica. Because if she takes too many hits next turn, it's gonna be a bad time. We'll have her do herself, yeah. We're gonna have to start spending some turns re-upping on our mag as well, our MP. That thing must have a high critical hit rate, because there's no way!
How could I let myself be cursed?
And then Roar, which we can take Kunza off.
My shoulders.
Into a quick Toxin Breath. Always good to see.
Have to help
Victory
everyone.
Foresight. Just in time. Turn icons increased, so we will... let's... Makarakarn.
Basilia's been now so
Chill.
maneuver.
Sable Dance.
Bunch of them.
Assassin!
We'll get a Medica going from him.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Careful.
More Makarakarns are what the doctor ordered for us.
Let's go.
Now we're about to be in a situation where we can't really put this off any longer. They couldn't, but that's okay. We'll get that set. No crits! No crits! Always gonna take that.
How could I let myself be good?
We do have to pen Patra. That is unavoidable.
Shoulders. Juna's poisoned. She needs an antidote before the toxin takes her out.
We'll Purge Light. We're getting closer and closer. Don't think I don't see that.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
And I think everybody should currently... No, not us. Alright, good thing I checked.
Behold, I won't hold back. Maybe not.
So we will Sumptuous Magla Feast ourselves.
Ow!
Crap.
This is poison.
Alright, probably going to eat a death here.
Myself be cursed.
No! Well, that's nice.
Youth has been held.
Immediately into the Sable Dance.
Here I go.
I should not have had us be the ones to do that.
Souls of kings, give me strength. Be fortified.
So now we just need something that will heal us.
Help us out. Let's go.
Oh, you know, we could go into the Radiance.
You hit their weakness.
And now she can Medica.
You can count
I
on
knew
me.
you'd help.
I don't think we have any Makarakarns live. That's the problem. Now, we should have at least one turn off of the Toxin Breath, but there's really no telling. It seems to just use it at random. Loathsome Claw, which we can deal with, especially because there was no crit. Uh-oh, that's bad. But we all lived it, so that's what matters.
Youth has been hexed.
He's still weak to that because nobody...
Go.
Here I go.
Yes, let's put those Makarakarns up.
Come forth.
Even
Royal
two
soul.
of them is fine.
Here.
Juna will spend her turn. Yeah, she's gonna drop the Medica.
I'm grateful.
Okay, we're still good. We're actually better than good. We're friggin' golden. Yeah, crit. We can deal with that.
How could I let myself be cursed?
A Loathsome Claw. As long as it's not a crit, I'll take it. So we're gonna have to do the same thing. It costs us 2 turns when that happens, but it also costs that guy 2 turns too. Oh, well, hey.
Better be
Let's pass to her.
Now for a crack.
We'll have her Sable Dance with us, most assuredly.
You can do this.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
And we will put the... yeah, let's put it on us. Another Toxin Breath right off the bat. Alright, well.
Youth has been hexed. She can't afford to
Take
attack
my
right now.
fullest power.
So we will keep doing so. Because those Toxin Breaths are no joke.
We're looking good here.
No
Pass
one
to
here
you.
fights alone.
Right into another one of these.
Juna.
You better be ready.
Yes, this is working. This is working so well.
Can I help? Go full throttle, shall we?
Okay, Great Dragon's Wrath to get its attack back up. A Poison Tail. No crit, no crit, we're good. Loathsome Claw, no crit. Poison Tail, no deaths and no crits. Wait, what? What happened?
No, you gotta get back on track. Or this'll
Alright, we're gonna Balm of Life, Yufa,
Rejoin the fray.
Yuna's down.
and then heal Medica.
Thank you.
Yeah, someone should reflect this. Yes, we did. Okay. So not the best thing ever, but also not a complete.
Behold, Vitus power.
We'll throw a Makara Karn. It's not going to amount to much since we're not going to be able to Sable Dance just yet. But the Makara Karn itself will at least make us, at least save us from a Toxin Breath. Yeah, see? We took a hit there, but it's all good. Now we've got a real turn coming our way. There's no one to use it on. Yeah, because I hit the wrong thing.
Yeah,
Helpful.
Juna is actually last on the rotation here. So we'll pass
This'll be a
so that she can Sable Dance with us.
Great job, Yuna. Now they're weak to something new.
Great Dragon's Wrath. Oh, a counter! Don't mind if we do. First time that's proc this fight, but it has happened before.
that helped.
That helped. Thank you.
And Juna will Purge Light.
Here I go.
Yeah.
Can you use it?
Fight.
Behold.
Hold on. Are we, let's, yeah.
Don't underestimate me.
Persona Master.
And a Dance of Purge Light is definitely in order here.
Now they're weak to something new.
Ooh, a dodge! Straight up artful! Nice! We're going to have to, inject some Magla into her.
I can do this.
One Makara Karn on herself. And then obviously,
Now
we gotta Sable Dance, because those Sable Dances are definitely the thing that's saving us. Completely turning off this thing's turns. Alright. Not the best thing ever, but you know what? Not the worst either. And a Victory Foresight! Okay, the win is in our grasp. The win is in our grasp.
All right.
It's gonna keep wearing her down.
Gotta stay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to Magla inject Juna,
Thank you. Take my fullest power.
so she can drop. Well, I think I actually want her to. We're not stat downed right now. Well, all right, that works. Then we'll do a Radiance. Don't mind if we do. Got it! And this one I feel the best about because we did actually have to try. The previous one was not very difficult. But this we had to put our thinking caps on. One fair and square, unlike the first one.
Oh, get in there.
Yeah, by my count, that's 3 dragons down. So that should be the last of them.
Incredible.
At long last, the trial of the dragon stands conquered. Thou hast truly demonstrated the qualities of a hero, a splendid accomplishment. I shall confer upon thee proof of thine achievement. So first we're going to get the thing, like if we had taken this thing on first or second, this is where we're going to get that same thing we got for the other two. Okay, Cardinal Dragon Armor.
You may accept my charity.
Born from the corpus of the beast subdued, I bestow upon thee the dragon's raiment. May it serve thee well. So yes, I got it supremely unlucky. I picked the most difficult dragon to fight first.
All right.
We actually did it! We finally conquered all 3 towers!
Ahem.
Remember what you asked me earlier? If the forbidden power was really just a bunch of armor? Well, now you get your answer. Not only are you gonna look badass in the outfit, but let's just say that now you can touch the forbidden.
Hark, ye
If-
band of heroic posers.
If you be not only powerful, but heroes verily, then that which is forbidden shall be passed down to you. So we need to have our royal archetypes? Did you feel that just now? Was that magic? No, rather, It was the feeling of magic disappearing. It was not so different from when the protection of the royal magic fell away. So this is going to unlock the true power of our royal archetypes then. Indeed, the three towers serve a dual purpose. Beyond mere testing grounds, the pillars serve to uphold a barrier. Within the three dragons felled and their magla loosed, the ancient barrier is likewise released.
Wait.
So you mean to tell us that these three towers we climbed up were all part of one big seal? Journey to the center of the land bound by the three pillars and claim the spoils of thy conquest. So the forbidden power slumbers there. Whoa, I think we're just barely going to make it. There were three towers, one in a forest north of Altabury, one on an island at the end of the inland sea, and one of the western forest.
So?
The center of those 3 points would be the Grand Cathedral? The Dragon Temple.
If so,
Maybe it's the Dragon Temple?
Yes.
It would seem that place does indeed sit at the center of all 3 towers. The Dragon Temple contains the ruins of a city from the ancient world. Even I am unfamiliar with all of its mysteries. Wow, okay, we just barely made it then. I await the time when I may speak with words unveiled at the sight of the final trial. Oh my god, there's another one? Okay, a 4th trial, let's get it.
Make sure we don't get lost.
9.5. I should return to the Dragon Temple. A seal should have broken. God dang it, dude. Well.
Oh, the anticipation.
Now you gotta, and I mean gotta, promise me you'll show up for this one, okay? If she wants us there so badly, you'd think she'd just tell us where to go. I think she must have been lonely, having to wait by herself for so long. It doesn't seem like she's talked to anyone else for a pretty long time. Fairies are timeless beings. She might not have been joking about having lived since the kingdom began. So how old is Gallica then?
But
The kingdom of Uchronia is currently in its 785th year. She is a living witness to such time? I find that hard to believe. But we've already come this far. Might as well go and meet her. Besides, we still haven't found the forbidden power yet. Yeah, we didn't trounce 3 dragons to call it quits here. We've got to see it to the end.
Wonderful.
And there's no doubt this 4th trial is going to be much more obnoxious than even the first one. You have done well. Oop. You have done well to make it thus far. The time is near at hand when you shall overcome this trial and prove yourselves as heroes.
Thou must not fail.
Alright, the voice is
I want
gone.
to say,
Please, let us make haste to the island. My thoughts turn to Etria and what may have happened there following the release of the barrier.
All good.
Alright then, let's head for the exit.
that's right.
Okay?
Oh my gosh. One more. One more. Let's definitely save. We'll save over this one. Or, no, let's save over this one. But yes, give me 1 second. Honestly, Katharina is the
Okay, then.
GOAT.
Got it.
She made that fight a lot quicker for us. I wonder if there's some sort of, I'm sure on a, okay, so on a max follower bond run, when you're doing this, you probably have to save at some point in order to make sure that Katharina shows up, because she wasn't here for the other 2 attempts. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern. It should only take us a single day to get there.
No, then.
Rally our archetypes. We're almost there. Almost done.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 2 days remain.
2 days.
this here.
More money, even though we're kind of flush right now.
There's no time.
So,
A strategy meeting tonight. If we want to do anything else, we have to do it today. Don't worry, Gallica. I'm fully aware. So there's going to be no grind, no enhanced grinding here.
clock's ticking.
Whatever we get is what we got.
Let's
Yeah, it's just dread.
Nice. Oh, nice.
How much?
Let's see. But which one? It's your call. Let's move.
That's what I was afraid of. I'm going to have to go back in time, not do the... Oh, how many days am I going to have to lose on that? Okay, but there's no way around it. I'm going to have to reload my save from before we, from after we did the second dragon, but before we did the third one. Skip one of those, redo the, skip one of the days we did the thing. Oh my gosh. If we go there right now, we won't make it in time. Okay, so I'm going to, just in case, I do want to see what this is. If we leave for now, right now, we won't make it in time. I've got to do that fight over again. But okay, I'm gonna take this hit on the chin, and we're going to re-up on this. Okay, we got this. One patently massive effort later, we've gotten this all set. We have 4 days left, which means if we do everything, we should have exactly enough time to do all of the requests. But that does probably mean, yeah, it's dread. It's a good thing we knew exactly what we wanted to do. Really take the time to think it through. Yeah.
So we bring.
But the only thing is, like, it was a lot because I knew the strategy that I wanted to use in order to take this thing on this time. So I didn't have to do any of the pointless grinding, like getting the Royal Masked Dancer when that didn't help with our us even a little bit. The problem is, we're not going to know what we actually need in order to beat this ultra boss here until we get down there. Like, for each of these things, I've tried a few different strategies, but now we're not going to have that cushion.
The altar of the dragon god Et. The dragon temple is an enigmatic place, harboring traces of a history we can never fully know. Though the terrifying roars of the dragon possessed by a human have quieted, pestilent magma emanating from deep within the temple remains. The gauntlet runner slides once more against the lonely island's shores.
So this is what we could not do last time. Oh, and Adeni is here. This feeling. I sense something.
Actually...
My brother,
Hey,
Yufa, and your cohort is with you, I see. We came here for a bit of our own business, but you've got a look about you that says something's just happened. I feel it too. Is something going on at the temple?
yes.
A strong presence of Magla is coming from the Dragon Temple, stronger than any I have sensed before. Even the presence of the Dragon God Et would pale in comparison. The people are growing anxious. There have been talks about whether or not to send soldiers to the temple. Yeah, you don't want to do that, dude. You'll just end up with dead soldiers.
That's...
We may have something to do with that. Seems an explanation is in order.
I see.
The trial of the dragon. So, a seal has been broken and something was unleashed within the temple. So said our fairy guide. Any clues on that? A fairy.
If that's the case...
Per our legends, in the distant past, our ancestor was guided by a fairy to receive the lance from the dragon god. Flynn? I'm fairly certain Flynn got a lance at some point. But, Io also got a lance. He could be referring to a number of different SMT heroes. But I haven't seen a fairy on the island in a great many years. All this time, I'd assumed it was a metaphor. Ah, you said it again!
You don't say.
That fairy! Could it be? Whatever the case, this newly arrived presence hardly seems friendly.
Certainly so.
We were told this would be the final trial after all. A dragon, or perhaps something even more fearsome, surely awaits us.
Right then.
Let him come! We went to the trouble of breaking that seal. Be a shame if we didn't get to see what was behind it, eh?
Right.
Gotta see our duty fulfilled, right? Damn right! That's the spirit!
Actually...
Brother, might you leave resolving this incident to us?
Thanks.
Understood. You're our island's saviors, so it is neither within reason nor my authority to stop you. Huh. It's only been a short while, but you've become so much more reliable, sister.
Is that all right?
Heath, if the trial were to ask what what would be required to guide a hero, how would you respond? Realistically, you are fighting Luis for the throne. Thus, allow me to pose the question. What qualities are desired in a king? I believe it's the will to see the future realized, no matter the challenges. I hope we didn't just choose the good ending or the golden ending right there.
I see.
And yet, people are forgetful creatures. Should something take too long to achieve, many would dismiss it as fantasy. But I don't think Atlas is long past that kind of design philosophy, because in the original Persona 1, you were locked into the bad ending several hours before you realized you'd screwed yourself over with those choices. And people don't make games like that anymore. A ruler must have the strength to hold fast to a faraway future despite the present. Simple as it sounds, it is wholly necessary.
Be careful.
With that, I shall return to the island, my worries assuaged. I shall pray for your success in the trial.
I'm quite grateful.
So, the Ultra Boss, 3 Super Bosses down, 1 Ultra Boss remains. And then Luis is gonna be a walk in the park, comparatively. If it's anything like, because SMT5 also did this. We've got to make sure we're ready, Heath. Let's take extra care with our preparations this time. Okay. Dragon Temple. Memorandum. Yeah, we do this, then it takes us 2 days to do the other thing, then it takes us 1 day to do the last thing, because we still have 2 undone missions. At last, one cometh hence who has thrice vanquished dragons. A solemn voice tolls out. Welcome, ye conquerors of the trial of the dragon. Thy company must ascend into the depths of the ancient city, to the foot of the altar protected by the dragon of the lance. If thou show us the true heroic soul, then the forbidden power enshrouded here shall be thine. I suppose this means we have reached the point of the tower's convergence. The altar protected by the dragon of the lance. They must mean the altar of the dragon god Et. Then we might as well check it out.
Why?
Whoa, Agrika's trying to stop us? No, don't!
Huh?
Wait, wasn't that our little fairy friend? The hell do you mean, don't? You're the one that called us here in the first place. Right, what a change of heart.
That can't be.
I feel a surge in the magla. What is happening?
No!
You've got to get out of here, please! Yes, it was by your efforts that the seal is lifted, but the power that was slumbering here has changed. It's nothing short of a calamity now. It cannot escape this place. If it tries, I'll put a stop to it, even if it costs me my life. You've come so far and proven that you have the makings of heroes. You have to survive. The voice has fallen silent. Well, now we definitely have to do it. So, I would say that qualifies as something terrible and unexpected, wouldn't you? She said she'd stop it, even if it costs her life. She's planning to sacrifice herself?
Damn it.
She can't just gut punch us like that and leave us moping around. I ain't turning tail on this, forget it.
Doesn't it seem like...
What began as a trial of strength for us has ended up a rescue for another. We've come this far, and I'll not turn away without finding out what's waiting at the end. Agreed. After all we've achieved, we should be nigh immune to fear. We came here prepared for a trial, did we not?
Even so.
Yet take heed. I am not saying we should underestimate the oncoming challenge. Be on your guard, Heath. And this time, we don't know anything about what's waiting for us. If there was some sort of, well, those haven't really been all that helpful anyways. We ended up getting there and having to change around our entire strategy. And I think this time, we'll make it a girls' mission. Because I do like,
So apparently...
I have no idea what might be happening in the temple, but we've no choice but to go and see for ourselves.
What do you think?
Hold on.
Understood.
Let's save. Just, we'll save over... We'll save over this one. 14. We should have 2 more unused slots left. Yep, that's fine though.
So apparently...
What do you think?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and... Because I don't want to do that again.
Okay.
And this is just mostly going to be scoping it out. I doubt as we are now, we're good enough to do what needs to be done and get set what needs to be set. Does she even have anything set for... Magic Font, Revitalized Feet, Formation of Vigor. She should have the other formation as well. She does not. Okay, well, hey. Flawless. We'll do instant recovery instead of Formation of Vigor. Because I did have her learn instant recovery, but I didn't do it the previous time. But this might be the forever grind, depending on what we encounter here. What is this? I've never felt a Magla aura so intense. The dragons from the Tower Trials don't hold a candle to this. In all seriousness, there's something really, really, really powerful on the other side of this door. Are you sure we're ready?
Yeah.
Too right. Didn't come all this way just to turn tail, yeah? We go in, we take out whatever's there, and we put this trial to bed for good. Let's see if our Makara current, because the Makara current strategy is pretty good. I don't think this is going to be a dragon. It might be the prince or something. Judging by the flow of Magla here, I imagine this is the place where the trial awaits. Oh, it's gonna be Agrica? Why? Why did you come? I warned you to stay away!
After all...
We're glad you're safe, Agrica. What? Are you listening? We came to help you. I don't understand your logic. What motivates you to help a stranger? Well, we wouldn't be heroes if we turned our turned our back on strangers, right?
No.
You're not a stranger.
Yes.
We offer a helping hand to anyone in need. That's what this lad's been saying ever since the day we met. And it's gotten us into trouble, let me tell you. But really, people put their burdens on him because he's the kind of person you can believe in. So it is thee who have conquered the trial of the dragon. Heroes.
No!
A wave of Magla. No, it's going to materialize! Okay, so it's not... I figured it would be something like this. Not the prince, but an evil version of us. Heroes of this world, I bid thee welcome. Thou hast come seeking a forbidden power that would be thy legacy. For thou, who seekest power, I bestow upon thee death. That is the forbidden power I must grant. Yeah. Hello, the answer. Good to see you again. What? It looks just like Heath. What is this thing? One could say that this is the true dragon. It takes the form of a person. A captain at that.
Damn it.
Death? We've come this far to defeat 3 bloody dragons and he wants to offer us death? Sorry, this is beyond anything I could have imagined. So this guy probably also has the power of archetypes. Sealed here is the most powerful of dragons who served the heroes of Eld. These heroes would go on to become the progenitor sovereigns of the 3 kingdoms. It was originally a power of destruction, brought forth for the war of destruction. This trial was supposed to gauge if you were a rightful inheritor.
No.
But this is not the guardian I once knew. It's changed beyond all recognition and I had no idea. Nay, I am as constant as I am eternal. Dragons are naught but the embodiment of threats beyond thy control, and the greatest threat that mortals of this age face is no longer the rage of nature. It is the tumult of emotion born from within the torrents into the world as fetid miasma, the hope that another, some hero, shall be thy savior. I am thy strife personified. So basically, this is everybody's hope that somebody else is going to come in and fix all their problems.
What?
A tumult of emotion. You mean it is our fear and desire to be saved from it that will be our end? And you are that embodiment. That is why you take the form of the hero. Man can no longer manage the anxiety that accompanies all magic. The hero who attempts to bring that to heel will only become destroyer again. That's not true! On what grounds dost thou object? Very well. Come, vanquish the tainted stream thy existence hath birthed.
Why?
It's no good! We can't reason with it! Yeah, only thing to do is to step forward.
I mean,
Then hang back. We'll beat the reason into him.
Have at you.
I believe I finally understand why these trials tasked us with the slaying of dragons.
Hey,
We'll prove we're stronger. Anything less is not even a choice. Right, Your Highness. We'll complete this trial.
don't worry.
Good. Then allow me to lead the way.
Get ready.
So this is just going to be scoping out. Is it going to summon shadow versions of us too, or... This thing can definitely use archetypes.
We have to help everyone.
Already? Alright.
I can protect
Defeat the elegy of the soul.
They look just like us.
I call upon a royal.
So we'll start with...
Going for the weak
Great job,
spot.
Juna.
Take my fullest power.
Something new.
Then we'll drop him a Karakarn just to see.
be off. Let's go. Flare.
915. Okay, good amount of damage. Oh, I've got Hyper as well.
Bolts of lightning.
It's not weak to electricity. Alright then.
This might sting.
Or it's not... It doesn't have any special affinity versus that, I should say. She'll do this.
Fun.
And then we will Hyper. Seeker archetype, just like I figured. So this is just the answer. Critical hit rate rose. Heat Riser. Cyclone. But we repel that, so... That's two different setups I effed up. Concentrate in order to max out. Vorpal Blade. Everyone's attack fell. Yeah, we need a suite of Dekaja and Dekunda.
I can protect.
I actually do think we can definitely win this here and now as we are. It'll just be annoying.
Perhaps not this.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo this and get Dekaja. Okay, so we're set up better now. We've got plenty of Dekaja that we can do. We've got plenty of Dekunda that we can do. We can charge ourselves. It's all good stuff.
I'd rather refrain.
She's mainly support. One of these. She's got Blackguard's Hammer, but what she's really here for...
Moving back.
Yeah, and then pass. Oh, whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Would we have been better served with Tarukaja, I wonder? Well, it doesn't matter.
You'll lose if you don't try harder.
So, the Secret Archetype to start with. We're gonna get a Cyclo here. Heat Riser. Trial of the Seeker. Oh, it starts off sapping our MP. Didn't do that before.
Okay? Gotta heal up.
I feel like if we do that...
Rear guard. Light as power.
We'll actually pass on that for right now, because I want her to also removes buff
Looks
effects.
like we can't brute force through this one. This is just what I need.
And she can Medica, thankfully.
Thank you.
It's not healing us to max like it was with that particular trial, but then we can do this. Now we're ready for some damage.
Flare.
Way better, 3K. And there's more where that came from. Because we can Thunder Strike Thrust in order to down its defenses. And on turns where Juna doesn't have anything else to do, she can also hit it with that. Unwavering Blade. Okay, that's not as great. Critted us to death. Holy crap. So we definitely need our Tetrakarns live as well. Nah, we'll be fine. Did I really not use a single Balm of Life on that last one? We still have 20, so I guess I didn't. I didn't even realize. Night Archetype. Yeah, we're down for right now, but that's on me for not putting any Tetrakarns up. Or putting any nullifications on. Now weak to Dark. Ooh, countered it. Get that out of here. She'll do this.
Still fight. Vitus power.
We'll go Hyper.
Dark Knight.
Stormbreaker Axe, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe Dekaja is a bit safer than Stormbreaker Axe for that reason. Yeah. Agitator's Art. Inflicted Rage. Elusive Dream. This has a chance of insta-killing. She's up first. Hulkenberg, thankfully, is last. So we'll first Dekaja. Okay, we were doing a bit better before, but we had fewer options and stuff to worry about.
We can do this.
So let's derage her.
Here, I'm obliged. With blade in hand.
And then she can Thunder Strike Thrust. Masked Dancer. We don't have any Makarakarns up. Oh, no, I lied. We did have one. Gold. So let's Purge Lightya. And then we'll get a Protect Guard going on us.
Come forth, Royal Soul.
Yeah, get that Radiance going. So we deal, okay, we deal a lot of damage when we do that. Well, because we do have two guards up. Summoner Archetype. Summon Dragon God for the fire. Summon Fallen. Well, we've got a Tetra Break, actually, so we're not worried about that. Whoa, that's bad.
This is nothing.
So we shall definitely be Tetra Breaking after we Balm of Life her. Actually, we don't need to Tetra Break. Nobody's going to be attacking physically. It doesn't matter. Let's throw a Makarakarn our way, actually. Berserker. Uh-oh. Well. Warcry, which we can take Kunda. Charge. Oh, we're going to suffer a death here. Specifically on Juna, huh? He was like, go ahead and sit down for me real quick. And he's not buffed, so... Yeah! Let us... Thunder Strike him. She'll actually use her turn to jump back and Protect Guard us. Oh, already in effect. Well, in that case, we'll Makarakarn Hulkenberg. As long as we have one of each up. Yeah, because he'll probably try to rate... Oh, all reset? Okay, that sucks. Heroic slash.
We gotta wake her up.
Oh, that didn't work on Makara card?
Hear my prayer.
We're actually going to hyper. Then she can use her turn to Balm of Life.
For my grand comeback. Behold,
There's the Purge Light that we can now drop.
I pray you're ready.
Now, does the Protect Guard... It's already in effect still. No, too buffed.
Nothing looking good here.
Will the Stormbreaker Axe even hit? It did this time. What you got? Adventurer's Curiosity. That thing that saps our MP is probably and we got to do it again. But we'll take Kaja next time. Yeah, see, that's Almighty or something, and it hits through everything we've got.
Someone heal her. Persona.
So this, the sure thing,
I can do this.
into a very helpful one of these.
Thanks.
We have Metacall, but I think Metacall would be a little overkill for what we've got going on. Did I forget to... No, okay, I was about to say, did I forget to do the thing? I did not, though. Yeah, I should probably have...
Moving to the your turn. To the back. Paladin.
And... Makara Karn you. Warrior archetype, good. So those Protect Guards should help us out here. Hit rate and evasion. Yeah. No, sir. Anxiety begins to well up within. But she has instant recovery, so that's fine. So does he just get to fall back for free?
For all that we strive for.
I think we've got a Thunderstrike thrust that would have been nice to get off, huh? We'll get that Purge Light going. I think we'll just have her stand in the back, actually. She's not actually meant to do damage here. She's just meant to debuff, which Dekaja would definitely have been better for. I can't lie about that.
Never yield.
Okay. We shall Protect Guard you. No, not gonna do that. Have her stand in the back, and we'll have her heal. See, and this is the problem, because now I'm scared to have her do it. We'd lose out on, like, the turns we'd lose out on are insane. So we effectively have a dead skill slot. That's not good.
I can do this.
She can throw a Makara Karn. Let's throw one Juna's way. But I'm basically gonna have to go for it sometimes.
Only a flesh.
Yeah, see, that only heals off. That only steals what we heal off every turn. Elusive Dream. It didn't insta-kill us. That's all that matters. And we have plenty of options to restore our MP, so we're not really worried about that. Of course we start. No, I want a formation of vigor.
Power of heroes.
Moving back.
Do we have to take Kaja here? No. So in this case, we'll lower his defense. Whoa! Oh, I need to be checking that. Oh, that's not good. But we should block this. Somebody should repel it. Yeah, we got one repel.
I'll take the rear.
She'll go ahead and get us all set for another.
To the rear guard.
Now we can go ahead and Radiance. It takes a few turns of setup, but us doing it that way is definitely, it pays off better than the chip damage that we would otherwise be putting in.
Great job, Juna. To the back.
And then she can jump back and actually Medica.
Knew you'd help.
Thanks.
So for the time being, we're in a very good spot. Summoner. Well, we've got Makara Karn up, so that's all good. Summoning Dragon God. Get its turns out of here. Removed all buff effects. That's okay.
Hold back.
We got a Hyper first.
With blade in hand.
Then another Formation of Vigor.
Personal persona master.
Still in effect, which means... Do we need to take Kaja? No. So instead, we're going to get in there with that defense lowering. Okay. Second time that's happened. And the last time, I literally said we have to check for that. Now it's... we got to take Kunda. I think somebody is, Wow.
To die.
Yuba's down.
Let's...
Light.
You hit their weakness.
So that was
Opening,
a
Captain.
very good amount of damage.
Persona master.
Let's have her... Well, let's throw the Purge Light out. We don't have to play this super scared. Yeah, come to Papa. Prince archetype. All reset. No, a hero's proving. So that's a Dekaja coming your way. Yeah! Yeah, I didn't think I had any Makara Karns live. That's okay, we'll fix that.
Come forth, royal soul.
First, one of these. She will... Let's not have her do that. Okay, so that was golden. Do we want... Because we need somebody to be Makara Karned here. But I do want to go for the damage while we've got it on the board.
I'm stepping back out.
Let's go for... Lowers defense, yeah. Seeker archetype. It's gonna siphon from us again. Heat Riser, okay. Easily dispelled. Cyclone. Yeah. Gauss Cyclone. Okay, that's fine. Attack and defense back to normal.
Behold this power.
Hold on. No, we're good on that. Purge Light. She will actually Makara Karn Juna.
Let's go.
And I think
Justice prevail.
we're probably going to have to use our next turn in order to get the healing going.
From our position.
Or get the attack boost going. Warrior archetype. I don't have any Texture Karns. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh. Or maybe not as much as I was worried it was gonna. Oh, well. But we did get a repel, so that's nice.
I'll show you.
She will... Yeah, we don't want this thing dodging us.
Every paladin.
The Medica is gonna come from her.
Thank you.
F it. We'll just go for it. Probably do just under 2k damage. Yeah. We could have done 800 more, but...
Moving to the rear. Watch me.
Let's get... And then she will Makara Karn Heath, because he's in the front. Knight archetype. Wow, it's not a Makara Karn we wanted to do, I guess. Gained 4 turn icons. Defense up. We can get rid of that. Nice. No more turns for you. She will actually do the... no. She'll protect guard us.
To the rear guard.
We will hyper.
Come
She'll jump back.
with blade in hand.
and removes buff effects. And then we can dance a Purge Light. Almost there. This thing can't take more than 2 or 3 hits. 2 or 3 more hits and we're golden. Hero's Cry. So I can just keep doing that, huh? Erected a barrier against an attack type that we're not using. Ooh. Weak to that, but we blocked it, so... Mamuto own. Okay, so that repel did come in handy.
I will not forgive you.
Calm down, or they'll
We need an almighty Panacea here. I just don't want to deal with... I just don't want to deal with the BS.
Oh, power of heroes.
She'll pass so that she can Medica.
That was helpful.
Thank you.
And now it's another Makara Karn that we want to throw out. Let's do, well, us. Masked Dancer just in time. Hero's Cry. Yeah, so he started spamming this to get additional turns. But it's not gonna help. I think, yeah, our attack is down again. Alright, I think we're gonna give up on Formation of Vigor for just for right now. Yeah.
That's your opening, Captain.
We strive for.
Or maybe not. Because we've got it, we might as well flaunt it, right?
I'll show you.
Purge Light,
Good job, Judah. To the back.
a Makara Karn.
Allow me. Thank you.
Falling back. Come
Then we
forth.
can Hyper. Summoner Archetype. Alright, another one we're going to be able to block easily. So this one, Summon Dragon God. Alright! Get out of here with that. I think we're pretty close to the win. But I am still going to use... Whoa.
This should help.
I'm going to use a Magla Injection on us.
Don't underestimate
And
me.
then she'll use a Magla Injection on her.
I shall paladin.
One. Gots to keep the Makara Karns going. Non-negotiable. 2,700.
Captain.
Can't be too much more on this. Removes buff effects. Let's play it safe and heal Yufa up.
That was helpful.
Berserker archetype. Uh-oh. Well, at least we're all in the back line. But this guy's about to go crazy on us. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Seriously?
Charge. Oh, he might start sitting people down. Now weak to strike. Frenzy. And at least it only consumed the one.
Trivial.
Broke through enemies' resistances. She... Purge Light, okay.
Captain, my fullest power.
Let's do one Protect Guard here.
I to support you.
We did not need to Protect Guard her, I know. She will pass, yes, so that she can Medica us.
Knew you'd help.
We should still have one,
Thank you.
we should still have one Makara Karn live, at least. Armageddon's final sire? What the heck?
This is my fate.
Rella.
Interesting.
Do not.
That's annoying. So do we have to... Is there a time limit? That would... Oh my gosh. That would be just like Atlas to have a freaking time limit. Okay, admittedly, I don't know how many turns we have left till he just outright nukes us. So we're going to keep trying. One of these. She will... We have a Makara Karn up, so instead we'll Protect Guard.
Careful! It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back.
Alright, I've been... To make it easier on myself to keep track of what's going on, I've only been Protect Guarding, us. Because that way it's like... I don't want to multiple Protect Guard and then end up not actually being able to do anything.
I know how these go right ahead.
So another Radiance. Oh! Golden! Entrusted trophy earned.
They're
We-
down. Right? They have to be. Right?
So, as you can see, I was actually using Heroes Proving that time. So I was using Heroes Proving to max out, then I was debuffing it, and then we were, hypering. We just ran out of time too quickly last time. That's all that was. We were going to win. We just ran out of time.
Become stronger.
So we beat him, but faster.
Incredible.
You truly did defeat that dragon! From the shadow that lurks in the hearts of heroes burst forth a power so bright, mine own was eclipsed.
Hey,
I confess, something you said struck a chord with me. You called emotion the world's greatest threat, and blamed heroes for magnifying it. I can almost believe it. The old world's destruction is evidence enough.
But
And yet that is no excuse for people to forsake their autonomy. Fear and anxiety are both parts of life. No one would argue that. Still, to change the world demands time beyond all reason. Does it? Does it demand time beyond all reason? You'll see.
yeah.
Give us a few days. True. Even if we were to beat Luis tomorrow, the hearts and minds of the people are not so easily conquered. All the more reason we have to do it. A person who has faith in tomorrow, who is willing to lead by example, that's what heroes are made of. The true enemy is the mind that refuses to see the abstract complexities of the world around them.
But
And there are many true enemies about in that case. And yet, that is why we strive to push ever forward. Could you manifest again, regardless of what form you take, we shall be there to put it to the sword. It's making some kind of weird vocalization. I see. So thou shalt march toward fantasy, a destination unknown. So be it. Blaze thy path to an age you have placed your faith in. And for now, let us part ways, O worthy heroes. Got him! And that's it! No secret 5th trial, right? Well, that's that. I must say, I've about had it with dragons. But yes, I went ahead, we got Hulkenberg's Faker rank up to 13 so that we could use Dekaja instead of having to rely on Stormbreaker Axe. Because Dekaja is a short thing, Stormbreaker Axe can miss. You know what I just remembered? There was supposed to be a divine relic that controlled that guy sealed away here too. Oh! Well, hey, so we... Okay, well... But the magic required to maintain the seals for the Trial of the Dragon was already an enormous strain, so we couldn't do that. The heroes combined the power of their legendary weapons into a Magla crystal to forge a staff that could transcend them all. Which, I think, wasn't that the weapon that Rella had? They called it the Merciful King's Scepter, and the king held it before all the land. That's the weapon that, that's the thing that Luis was going to get. You cannot mean the Royal Scepter. Maybe? It was entrusted to the first king of Ukrania, and so he called the all-powerful magic flowing from it the Royal Magic.
what?
You speak truly.
Hey,
I know you said you've lived for longer than the kingdom itself, but did you really know the first king of Ukrania? Back then I was... Well, I was a lot like you, Gallica. He would become the king and I was his guide. His friend. He named me protector of his land and legacy, but so much has happened since then. Too much. I'm weary. I think my time is long past due. She's 800 years old. She's definitely due for a rest. It was nice knowing you though, Agrica.
impressive.
The Thou hast subdued the final dragon. Pursuant to the covenant of the progenitor king, here shall I bestow upon thee the power deemed forbidden. The Magla of the sealed dragon, counterpart to the royal scepter, and the whole of the Magla that dwells within mine own body shall be imbued into thy beloved sword. That this eternal land, Uchronia, may once more be blessed by the brilliance of a hero king. So, an upgraded sword? Dragon's Legacy? That's what we did all this for? An upgraded sword? This thing better be as strong as Hieroglyphine. Wait, by the whole of your Magla, you mean? The land grows verdant and the people prosper. I have found you, O heroes, worthy of the legacy that was entrusted to me. I mean, what else can I hope to achieve? I think I've earned this. You needn't look so lonely, Gallica. He stands by your side. For a fairy to speak with the warmth and plenty of a person as you do is proof that you're an invaluable friend to him. And I have a friend I'd very much like to see again too. They called him merciful. True enough, but he was also naive, too soft and too giving for his own good. And oh, I've missed him. Heath, from here, the future of this world is clay in your hands to build or destroy. Regardless of the outcome, dost thou swear to realize the ideals in thy heart, to ensure they do not remain ephemeral fantasy but manifest into reality?
Of course.
I swear it. Full glad am I of your unwavering resolve. There she goes. But for real, I'm so glad we met.
You have my thanks.
Thanks, kid. The trials of the dragon finally conquered. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined we'd consort with someone who knew the first king, much less inherit their power.
However,
And yet to accept such a fate is the mark of true royalty. A voice echoes in my head.
Wonderful.
Thy display of grace and gallantry as you battled your shadow was magnificent. Thou art ready to vanquish the forces of destruction.
Now go.
Go then, to become a true king, as a traveler fearlessly chasing the unknown.
We should go.
Let's get going, Heath. Now that you've come this far, there's nothing you can't face. The essence of power, and that was still only a 9.5 rank. I shudder to think what a 10-star difficulty would be. But yes, one thing we have absolutely earned is a nice little save. But at this point in time, the only thing left for us to do,
Hey,
it's gonna be night soon. Yeah, let's return to town.
right?
We still have those 2 other dungeons that we have to take on, but we're gonna have to check out this royal weapon. This thing better have 999 attack. There's no freaking way. Hate to state the obvious, but we've already accomplished a whole hell of a lot, haven't we? You may as well already be wearing the crown. Obvious or not, it's an understatement. Far as I'm concerned, only a fool would deny his qualifications for the job now. He possesses not only martial might, but strength of heart. Those are the qualities that make him a most impressive leader.
Let's make it happen.
The deadline is
5 days left.
No, that
So it'll take us 2 days to do the 1, which will bring us down to 3. No, it'll take us 2 days to do the 1, which will bring us down to 2. Then 1 more day to bring us down to the thing, and then on the last day, yes, we had exactly enough days left to be able to do all of this. And the rest of these are going to be a walk in the park. They should be anyways.
there's no time.
So, hold on. Let's see what this weapon is all about. Dragon's Legacy. Normal attacks become almighty affinity. All stats +5. I don't know. This is not what I was hoping for. All that effort, all that time and effort for that for a just okay weapon? I don't know, man. Alright, but now it's gonna be a boys club for a little bit. Let me go ahead and knock out these last 2 places. So we can do actually nothing today. I thought we were gonna be able to fight in the Coliseum, but no.
Alright then.
We turned in the request, and now I guess the only thing for us to do... What is even available?
Let's go.
We can check out all the new stuff at Academia, I guess.
Now, where was that?
But I think what we're going to end up doing, if there's nothing, if it's all just, you know, the usual BS, then we'll probably just sleep or something. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing. So we've got this. The True Seeker, Pharaoh.
The truth of the matter is,
However, it raises more questions than it provides answers.
What?
What do you mean? It's all names. The parts written in the Old World language aren't part of the spell at all. It's a list of countless names.
not quite.
Then again, perhaps that's the type of spell it is to begin with.
No way.
Really? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Whose names are they anyway? I can't make heads or tails of all this Seeker and Royal Magic business. Perhaps the Royal Magic isn't the kind of spell we've assumed it is. The Floating Palace, the way the spell reads the hearts of the people and protects candidates from assassination. Perhaps there are deeper truths beyond the magic's individual aspects. The former king's greatest wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume what's written there is the crux of his endeavors to that end. Maybe those are all the people who he formed follower bonds with? I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate if you'd examine the scroll for me again. There's another thing, because I was wondering why we couldn't make it when we could the first time around, and it's because the item that we need is something we get from Ordimos, but now we can make the Buzzing Fly Vessel. So I'm not sure how much use we're gonna get out of that, but it's gonna be good to be able to summon Beelzebub. And the Talisman of the Femme is something that we have to find. We have to find in the Cocodemos one. So now we can summon Lakshmi. Do we have? We don't have anything else, but that's fine. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 5 of those. And for the mask experiments, hopefully we'll be able to finish these out, but yeah, let's figure out. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to find how we can kill time or pass time until it's time to do the thing. What does she recommend? Sure. Let's use the gauntlet. Will she? She won't let us use the Gauntlet Runners facilities, though, will she?
Let's head there right away.
I guess we're just gonna take a nap. In order to do so, I believe we've got to go to the Hushed Honeybee. 'Cause literally, what else are we supposed to be doing? One of these.
Hang on.
It's about ready to throw hands. Put an end to the kingdom's madness. So what? Do we have to go to the thing?
Let's go.
The day is drawing near. Let's give them
I
what
wonder.
for, eh?
Can we go there early?
The clock's ticking. That's...
You would pursue her?
It's your call. That's cutting it close.
You would
Wait,
pursue
put an end to the
your
king's
call.
madness.
That's cutting it close.
Alright, well, I guess this is where we... I thought it was going to make us go there tonight, but... Throne room.
How disappointing.
So that's the magic scepter that Agrica was talking about.
The prize is already in my hands. All that's left is to wait until it might be awoken. The people must think I'm the one behind the madness in their hearts. Okay. I can see why you felt such hopelessness. The more anxious the people grow, the more they choose blind fanaticism over confronting their fears. This was no fault of yours. Simply their nature.
And you're fine to just let it fester and use it.
Knowing all this, I shall claim the ideals you abandoned and finish it in your stead. But I have my own interpretations to add.
Yeah, Howard.
The skybound avatar. Taking on the face of His Majesty, the royal palace rose to the sky on the day of his own funeral. Is it still the palace as it once was? It is impossible to tell from the ground. The gauntlet runner arrives at the entrance, at last marking the prince's fateful return to the place he was once forced to abandon.
I wonder if the game really would have let us just sleep. Probably get a special bad end.
The royal palace has changed. 'Tis a shadow of its past.
Man. One giant Magla hollow. And a new BGM, too.
'Tis just as chaotic within.
A final dungeon. Right.
Your Majesty, do you hear me? I speak to you as His Highness, the Prince's Royal Guard, Hulkenberg, Knight in your service.
This place better be crawling with Elementas.
His Highness, the Prince, your heir apparent has just arrived. Will your Majesty break the spell and allow His Highness to succeed the throne?
Don't think we're getting an answer, no matter how long we wait. No choice but to venture in.
Gotta go ahead and take it for ourselves.
We must tread carefully. I can sense the presence of humans inside.
We're not worried about no friggin' humans.
This place is swarming with Magla too. Even I can feel it. Where's it all coming from?
It must be the anxieties of the royal capital's people. And by extension, of the entire country.
Luis would call it righteous, but in the end, he's only preying upon the people's fear. Let's go. There's bound to be something inside that's driving the people mad. We've got to pin down its source.
Maybe it's gonna be a bunch of those cocoon things whose names I forgot.
What is
The what are they? Malfecias? Maldictas or something? It was something along those lines. But I think what we're going to end up doing, because I want all the guys to be able to use Penpatra.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go. So that's why everybody's on Cleric. The royal palace has changed. 'Tis a shadow of its past. There's no telling what's going on in here. Let's be ready for anything. Ooh. Level unknown? Obviously. Oh, and a bunch of these tooth things, level 62. Alright, well that's not too bad. Gold medal. Ooh. Oh, and these things coming to life again? Yeah. Okay, I say that's not too bad, but it does not look like we're going level 63. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to grind very effectively on these things. You see what how piddly all this is? And I'm not sure if I'm sure this place was affected by dread at some point during the thing, but we had way too much we needed to take care of in order to be able to get here in time for it to be dreaded. Or blighted, rather. I think that was a human.
Right there.
Push through. How's that?
Yeah, so far not impressed by the enemies on offer here.
Forward. Come on.
Still 62. But we're getting somewhere at least.
I see the enemy.
All right. How's that?
Ow, Insta got him.
There they are.
Nope. Mossy hard armor? Where are we supposed to be able to, like, we're not going to be able to get any of this stuff. And we've got Juna on, or should I prioritize that? Actually, that's probably going to be a better use of our time. Putting them all on Pugilist and Brawler. So that they can get Battle Master. Probably one of the best skills in the game. Though the Dragoon has the other version of it that will make us basically immune to everything. What's in here?
Incredible.
Proletariat Abacus. But it needs purification. So I wonder if they were expecting us to venture in here multiple times. Like, I would hope that doesn't come to it. Or it doesn't come to that. I wonder what happens if... Now I'm thinking... We'll enter at the keep at the top of these stairs, where the royal family held court. It connects to the throne room.
Let's go.
That must be where Luis is, and it's probably the source of our problems. Let's go! I wonder what happens if you wait too long on certain palaces. Oh. The will of the people. The people are hurling their abuses at me. I feel like I'm falling into a bottomless well of anxiety. What is this? 'Tis as though a wave of voices is pressing down upon us. Are these the voices of the people? This is bad. Let's get back. Do we have to prove ourselves in their eyes in some symbolic way? Yeah. The people don't want us. They want Louise. This is more of that melancholisation, yeah? The staircase. I've never seen anything like it. Melancholia, that's what it's called. But, yeah, I'm wondering if some palaces, because you need at least 2 days to beat them. I wonder what happens if you wait till, like, the last possible day, but then get to the point where you need another day to complete it. You probably just game over and are forced to go back a week. I'm sensing something tremendous, but rather than crystallizing, it is as though hearts tormented by anxiety have been directly given form.
So you've come.
Welcome to the seat of my rule. I'd grown tired of waiting, Heath.
Wait.
Luis! That's you! Where are you hiding, you bastard? So you intend to halt our advance with traps, trickery, and the turmoil of the people? You're beyond hope, Luis.
What is it?
Stop you. You misunderstand. I simply told you I would await you in the royal capital, did I not? If you find you cannot proceed, you have failed. Flee back to solid ground and await my coronation. Luis's voice faded away. Damn him. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's enjoying this. Regardless, we must find a way to ascend these stairs. 'Tis the only way up.
I dare say.
To command an anomaly of this strength, there must be a magla source somewhere nearby. If we can find it and destroy it, then...
That sounds right.
Yufa's guess was right. I can feel something powerful from the other side of this door.
All right.
Beyond lies the courtyard. Something vile surely awaits us. So let us face it. We should probably switch up Dragon Blood Sap. Just straight up giving us the good stuff.
What now?
Let's make sure that we can hit multiple weaknesses. Hama and Mudo, he's still running with the awful stuff. We'll do Assassinate, because that's much stronger. Throw Debilitate on him. He should have Icy Strike and stuff like that. We've got him on the Warlord. Yeah. Flame Vanguard. To one enemy. Frigid. Inflicts a one-time weakness to ice.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, does that say magic? Oh, okay. I'm glad I checked that. And now for Heismay, he's got a little less that he can do. Medium magic fire damage. That's slash. Okay, so Heismay will be able to hit every single physical weakness. And... let's give him... Dang. Some support skills would be nice.
Alright.
We'll have him get set with Medica. Warcry, once we find that, yeah. And I think we'll do... Heat Up. So he'll only be able to hit physical weaknesses, but otherwise he is definitely good on support. They're gonna freak out every single time we go up there. It's all good though, it's all good. I can feel a strong presence up ahead. Let's face it head on! Is it gonna take us directly to the fight?
Careful now.
A human, is it? Straight to the point. The door is giving off the strongest aura of Magla here. We're so close!
So apparently...
I'd love to charge through it, but we should probably deal with the monster first.
We end this quickly.
Then let us make quick work of it. I think these things were weak to electric.
They're weak to electricity.
Yeah. But... Where's... I accidentally removed Basilio from the party? That was not supposed to happen. Okay, whoops. Party, switch teammates, empty. Go ahead and bring him in. Crap, dude. I didn't even realize. But we don't have anything. I don't think we're going to be able to assassinate this thing. Oh, we'll check that out. Nice. His ailments are hit as a weak. Let's do power thrust. And we'll go for another debilitate. Mad rush again. Got him that time. We did duck out of the way. I feel like if we'd prepped for this a little better, probably would have been able to one and done it. Completely abuse those additional turns. We don't need to do that. All of these only deal medium damage. Not assassinate, though. Assassinate's definitely hitting like it should be. Breath of Battle. Attack and defense rose dramatically. Oh, doubling up. Well, remove buff effects. Get that out of here. And we can simply assassinate. Buffing ourselves at some point before now probably would have been for the best. But oh well, it only got us one time that whole fight. And there's not going to be... We're too high level. Too high level for all this stuff. Well, that takes care of the monster. Now to the matter of the door. More of them. What the? It came back to life? So this is going to be like the... like Shinjuku. It's not just that one. It's happening all over. There's no way we can fight them all at once.
Wait.
Hold a moment. Have we not seen this human before? I recall it from the depths of the Dragon Temple. Yes, it's identical to the humans in the Lost City. Knowing this, perhaps the reason it came back...
That means...
Because there's a main body somewhere, main body elsewhere, right? It's the same problem!
What if...
I sense a presence different from the others in the deepest part of the courtyard. The main body we seek may be there. If we defeat that one, that should take care of the others. Let's finish it! And they're gonna move in time to us. Yeah. Well, these would be the progenitors, I guess, of the FOEs. But let's switch it up. So instead of Blizzaton, we've got Kondayon. And Leon, he should have access to... No, but isn't he fairly far along in? Okay, in order to learn Stormbreaker Axe, we're gonna need this.
I'm counting. Of course.
And I don't have enough to also teach it to... Oh, that sucks. I probably should have done Heisme then, because he can debilitate. Well, Heisme can also Warcry. Sure, why not? But yeah, Heisme, he can learn it, we just don't have enough mag. Oh, we'll check that out. Sure, we'll record our journey here so far. And then we can just make our way directly to the main body. We'll be able to bully the crap out of the... I should give Heisme something, though. Instead of Hazy Moon Nightblade... Kandera. Or actually... Yeah, let's do this. Get him set with that. Masked Revelry. Magic Font. High Voltage. No. Instead, we'll do Warcry. Thunderhead Dance. One-time weakness to electricity. Right. Aside from... What's-her-face? He's furthest along in the Masked Dancer lineage. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I was wondering why it was showing us that, but... Electricity and darkness. So we should be fine, I think. Yeah, see, we're going crazy on him already. Oh! What is... Okay, it took him out of our party again. Tactics, party... Crap. That wasn't supposed to happen. We are one and doneing these things, though. Never stood a freaking chance. And they're really not worth taking on like that. Ooh. Let me not make that mistake again. God dang. And if push comes to shove, we really can just kill these things to go past them. Ooh. That might be what this amounts to. We can't dash like this? Interesting. Uchronia gold coin. What's God dang. Can you... Oh, it forces us to face it head on? Unsurprisingly, it was a lot of effort for not nearly as much payoff as we would need. So we won't be doing that again. Let's put... She's close on the Elemental Master. So we'll put her on the Cleric. Just so she can medi us, or medica us. Though I don't want to switch back every time. Okay, so we won't be doing that again. We'll just go ahead and Well, first we gotta figure out where the heck we're at. Okay, there we go. This mud, this must be part of the transformed situation that's going on.
Right there.
Nope, not strong enough.
What an incredible find.
This Gambler's Analaces. There's another human over there. Oh, is that it? No, there's a... This doesn't look like it. Ow. That probably opens from the other side. So yes, that doesn't really do much for us here. There is an item down here, though. We have to collect all of these. Because the Magla Crystal Blossom. Because that Talisman of the Femme, that was just out and about. Okay, so yeah, we go this way. Sure, I'm fine with dropping another save. We're standing right here. We might as well, right? But I'm really hoping there's a place where we can, like, a grind area or something. I don't want to, like, I want to be able to further customize what we've got going on. What's the point of this area? I want to be able to further customize our archetypes just in case Luis turns out to be, well, I highly doubt. I think the dragon that hits you for the 999 every single freaking turn, that was the most difficult one. We definitely faced, which is how I prefer to tackle these things, facing the most difficult challenge first, every time. It just makes life simpler.
I see the enemy.
Not that we knew that that's what we were getting into at the time, but, you know, still. I think that is an Elementa. Yes. Exactly what we wanted. So, he's going to go back to, not the cleric. And the pugilist, make sure he's got Hamaon set. Heismay, same thing. Not Kandera, we need Hamaon. We've got Radiance, so we're fine there. And for him, Hamadine.
There they are.
Nope. You had your chance. That's over and done with now. Well, handled that really easily. Gold medal. Anytime we see one of those, it's on. Talisman of the Raptor. Oh, okay. Oh, is this it? No going further this way? Okay. Okay. Thankfully, it's not too much of a dead end. Oh, one of these slippery humans we saw in the belly of that other human. We've come such a long way since then. Our levels are absolutely amped compared to it. Yeah, level 69. These things would have been a lot more difficult to handle if we'd come here earlier. But as of now, everything is fodder to us. If the game were fair about it, that would also be the case for these FOE phantasms. But it's not. I think we'll be taking a detour down first.
There they are.
Because I want to plot out. Obviously, we have to plot out our route so we do as little.
Right there.
So we do as little running around as possible. You know. Superior tainted weapon. Yeah, the game puts stuff here so that if you make multiple trips in, you've got reason to go back, go out and get stuff. But that's not going to be possible for us. We don't have any further days to handle anything.
There they are.
Nope. We got two of these. And it looks like that's just about the terminus of this section. Or not. Oh, what's all this back here then? More of these things that don't... An item all the way down here. You should have stayed still, buddy. He wanted what he had. He saw what his friend got and was like, let me get in on that. And we were happy to oblige. Okay, but we've got light set up, so... And light gloves prevents poison, malady, paralysis, hex, burn, and frostbite. Strength +4, magic +4. So it's a better version of the Venom Word Charm. And let's take... I don't know why Juna is still on the... Yeah, I didn't... She must have maxed it out and I didn't realize. But onto the pugilist she goes. Yeah, everybody's gonna get Battle Master if I got anything to say about it. Some jeweled roots. Yes. So who gets this? We don't need the additional... Because the Venom... Oh, all stats +3. Never mind, it's not a better version of it. Prevents burn. Let's... Yeah, let's give it to him. All stats +5. Where's it at? Oh, it said oh, it's gear. Wait, what? How does she already... Oh, I was like, how does she already have it? But it's because we switched her to the thing. But okay, that's fine. So yes, now neither of them can be statused. Well, for most of it doesn't prevent all statuses, but it prevents most of them. Rank 6 on the Savior. Ooh, a full white mask. That's nice. There's a corner cut in the hedge. We've gotten everything we need from right there. Ooh, I didn't even realize there was still one right there.
Just making sure.
Come to Papa. Oh. All right, well, I guess it can't leap at us the same way that, well, we can still roll through this. God dang. Not enough, though. Not enough. And it looks like there are 2 of these. Because we've got this bouncing, no, it's only 1. Oh, well, once we take care of that, we'll be able to run around freely at least. So that's nice. Skill, Yufa, please metacall us. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. Just had to wait for a proper opening. Aha! And now, you get the business end of what we're rocking. Just gotta make sure everyone is still set. Yeah, he's got Stormbreaker Axe. Leon, instead of Hama-On, we can also teach him Stormbreaker Axe. No, I think we're 15,000 off, actually. No, we got this. Yes. And Heismay... Well, we want him to be able to do stuff, so... Feather Dragon Shoot. That'd be nice, but... Does he start off with... Summon Lizard Man? Yeah, but... That's a lot of effort for not as much payoff as we'd need. Let's see if we can get him to Condeon. 6. There we go. Now we can give him something else. Instead of Condera, how's about... oh, Medica. Alright, time to die.
Look.
There it is! That's got to be the main body! I can sense its difference. This thing has been a right pain in the ass. All that's left to do is to crush it, yeah?
Watch out.
On your guard, everyone. This one won't go down easy. We'll be the judge of that. We will be the judge of that. So, we're gonna open up one of these. Yeah.
Let's go.
Then Hyper.
I call upon royal power.
He'll actually Stormbreaker Axe.
You better be ready.
And one of these.
Elemental Master!
Come forth,
And then Wheel Heroes proving... let's debilitate. Could have done a bit more with that last turn, but... missed outright. Well... but this thing was never going to stand very much of a chance against us. Get some of that.
let's go.
Yeah, you see that damage? That big damage.
You better be ready.
Another windbreaker to make it even simpler for us. That's it. Just barely not able to do it, and a hero's jeweled root. We do like seeing those.
Got it.
We've done it. That should take care of the humans blocking the door.
What do you think?
Shall we return to the door then? Not yet. Because now that we're freed up... oh! So it looks like, okay, there's one at the center now. I'm not sure how that's fair. So I guess I was right. Oh, because if you see, in the center 3 things, there's two gone, or there's 2 left rather. So that means that we've got the pleasure of doing that at least twice more. It's not going to be difficult or anything. But it does feel a little... I don't know. I think we should have had that. Amnesty Talisman. Go ahead and readjust that real quick. I keep hitting down because I've got the muscle memory from Trails Through Daybreak. That's not what brings the thing up in this game. Okay. So we do have another item. How do we get there? We go down and then cross over. I see. I see.
There they are.
You guys stand no freaking chance.
I knew I could count on
Reset Talisman. So that'll let us use all reset, I'm sure.
Everyone all right?
Okay. So I see that that's as far as we can go on this side. This one, the eastern side has been fully explored.
Right there.
Elemental Master and Pugilist. Yeah. Couldn't do as much grinding nor do it as effectively.
Hey.
Something's off. They're still here. But there does seem to be fewer of them. Defeating the main body had at least some effect.
That's surely right.
I can sense the presence of another main body. I believe it is on the opposite side as the previous enemy. The gods and we ain't seen yet, eh? Nothing for it but to kill the thing.
All good.
Don't lose hope. If we can beat it, we can get through. Let's start the search.
All right.
That's not going to be any problem. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of mechanic where if we tried and we killed the thing, it would actually just respawn them in the exact same spot. Like, maybe they would let us bypass this if we were willing to fight a whole lot. No, because fighting a whole lot wouldn't get us anywhere.
I see the
Oh, whoops. Came this way for no reason. Okay, yeah, we've already seen most, like, because this is the, we explored this section first, actually. So there's a lot of this that we don't need to go back over.
There they are.
These things never knew what friggin' hit them. Yeah, we swoop over that way. Destroyer 14. And we can go, turn around, go up and over. And this will probably take us to another enemy that's strong, that we need to use light on.
There they are.
If it's anything like the other thing. Oh, no, never mind. Just a ruby. All that for a ruby? All that for a ruby, I guess. Though there is a treasure chest over there somewhere. All we gotta do is find it. Okay, so there's
That would be of use.
our other quarry. Nope, that's just a regular thing. So is that.
There they are.
So this seems to mirror the other section. Which means if we see a treasure chest down here, we definitely want to make sure our Hama skills are alright.
I knew I could count on you.
Yeah.
There they are.
The treasure chest that we saw before is right down here.
I can feel greater power within.
A panacea? Nope. Okay, yeah, not gonna get us that time. So, first our archetypes.
What now?
Who needs... We've got Radiance, so that's good. He's still got Hamadine. And it's just Heismay who currently cannot hit light. We'll be comfortable dropping Medica for Hama-On just for this. Yeah. Figured. Ooh, Hero's Cry can only be used once and it costs 99. Ooh.
This looks valuable.
Ghost-like Katana. Normal attacks inflict burn. Normal attacks become fire affinity. I'm not sure about that one. So that's not as impressive as the other one. But do I spy with my little eye an Elementa? Do not mind if and we do. Should be a nice little red dot right there. So we come down this way. And then we can just immediately get to dashing on it. Nope. Had your chance. Squandered it. Alright, so we got what was ours. Took what was owed us. And at this point, I think that's all the... There's one treasure chest over there. But we're a bit of a ways away from being able to claim that. Well, we're just gonna knock this thing out. The humans blocking the door will vanish. Now, are they going to make us fight one more of these things? There, that's one more problem solved.
Well then.
I dare say that this time the humans should be truly eradicated. Shall we return to the door? Are they? They are! Okay, so that was a twofer. Not too shabby. But yeah, I think I actually will just go ahead and... Give me 1 second. And so this magical treasure chest had...
That must be quite rare.
A destroyer's edge that needs to be purified. Well, F us for waiting so long, I guess. Wait, what? Oh, this was under the thing. Alright, well, whatever. Before we can save, we got one more scene. And I just hope we don't get ambushed.
Very nice.
Just as we surmised, the humans are gone. And beyond that door is a Maglosaur strong enough to block the staircase. I've never felt anything quite like it. It's far more than an ordinary Melancholia crystal for sure. Far more than I presume. You have some idea? No, we'd best see for ourselves. Probably a human.
Watch out.
Yeah, our mag totals aren't the greatest things ever. But we should still have more than enough in order to actually do this. So one of these.
Yep.
And Elemental Master, Pugilist. I think we're good.
What now?
What items do we have? A Maglapil? Sure, let's take a single Maglapil.
Ready?
Very well.
It says it's really powerful, but we've seen really powerful. There's nothing here that's really powerful. Yeah. Oh, sound! We've got company! Seems like the guardian of this area. Although I don't think it's a Melancholia crystal that he's guarding.
What?
What is that statue? Right, what is that? I sense something emanating from it. Far more dangerous than a melancholia crystal.
Focus.
The details can wait. We must cut them down first.
Watch out.
So what is that, like a melancholia carving?
Oh, power of kings.
So this thing is weak to ice. Don't have much ice. Oh, maybe we do have much ice. We don't have any ice, however. Weak to ice and wind. Don't mind if and we do.
I shall vanquish evil.
Another icy strike. Gotta. We can't hero's cry, but that's okay.
Totally fireproof.
Wind. Yeah. A good amount of damage. But thankfully, there's plenty we're going to be able to hit this thing with. Breath of Battle in order to buff itself. Diamahan.
Now accept your
Was not anticipating the Diamahan. Hold on. So, let's take this from the top and make sure that this doesn't get annoying. Weak to that. Into a debilitate. We're going to heroes proving. Go ahead and get this thing. It's gonna Breath of Battle, but that's okay by us. Another one of these.
Let's go.
And then we will hyper. And then if it Breath of Battles, the Yamahans. Yeah. That is A-okay. 5k damage. I think we got that. Into a War Cry.
I shall vanquish evil.
He will Icy Strike so we can get more turns.
Come forth, royal soul.
And we've got Cyclone this time. Wait, 6,900? So I guess the Yamahan can't heal. It heals 5,000 every time, I guess. But yes, Infernal Rod. Ooh. Completely obliterated it. Shouldn't have had two weaknesses, especially not at this point in the game. Whew. That takes care of them.
And
so what's this statue supposed to be? Looks like some kind of dragon. Like Aztec-type dragon. There's a statue called the King's Servant. Legend has it that the king might awaken it with the swing of his scepter, whereupon it would rise to his defense. So we'll have to fight it then. Yet this is the first time I've seen it glow. 'Tis but a mere statue, so why?
Hey.
Mere statue, she says. That thing's making me hair stand on end.
That's surely right.
The magma is gushing out of the crystal before the statue at a tremendous rate. It's like a torrent of magic. You mean to say the castle's cloak of Magla? It all springs from this statue? Impossible. I've never known the palace to house any such font. Whatever it is, it's not doing us any favors. Let's break it down and fast.
Wait.
Oh, the statue is a piece of art. An heirloom instated in the royal palace for years. You cannot just shatter it like these foul crystals. I'd be more worried about saving the world than saving the art if I was you. Heirloom or not, this thing's bad news.
yeah.
Aye, it's clear that it's in a bizarre state. Can't just leave it alone. Will you do the honors, Heath? Sorry, Hulkenberg. Too easy. It would have been crazy if they made us fight yet another battle. What the hell is this? What's going on? Fear not, I sense no danger. In fact, the Magla appears to be fading. Whoa, hold. Any of you hear that? Sounds like a voice coming from within the light.
Look.
You're right. I hear it too. It sounds like our followers, maybe? Yeah. The people who believe in us. Give your allegiance to Lord Luis. This is a fight for justice that we've staked our survival on.
Eh?
Our government's laws have done nothing to protect us. Might is right. You're with us or you're against us, and we'll bloody our fists if it means setting this right. Huh? What just happened? We're fixing the Magla. Oi. Why was I so angry? I was so scared, and it felt like tearing someone to shreds was the only answer. No, you're right. It felt like, I don't know, like the only way to settle our differences was to smash their faces in.
Well...
You were swallowed whole. Swallowed by what anxiety can do to you. Anxiety?
Is that right then?
Once anxiety gets the better of you, you begin to see a villain who doesn't truly exist. You've become convinced that if you could only snuff out that villain, then all would be well. But the world isn't so simple, and now it seems they've restored some of our reason.
Listen to me.
Everyone, listen now! Our country stands upon a threshold as it never has before. If we let our fears dominate us, if we lack the courage to move forward, then we and our town shall fade into the woes of today and yesteryear. I know how terrifying it is to take that step. The road is dark and you can hardly see what's in front of you. But if we stop walking, that will be the end of us.
Hope has returned.
My one plea is this. Live by your own mind. If you believe in anything, let it be by your choice.
Cheers.
We do not fight alone. So I guess we're probably going to get 4 more scenes, one in each of the major cities.
Was that?
That was Barton's voice, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought I heard it as well. But he is in Martira, so how did his voice...
I dare say.
I don't think it was his voice so much as his sentiments, transmitting through the Magla. As the source of Magla is emotion, and a place this thick with it, it's small wonder those emotions would come through as clear as one's voice.
I see.
So the voices we heard near the staircase were Heath's detractors. And there were 5 different sections. But as the Magla cleared, the strong emotions of those who support him forced their way past the anxiety to reach us here. Emotions strong enough to reach all the way here, eh? You'd better not let them down, Heath. Whoa, I can feel the emotions of the people of Martira. What's this? 441.
Hold on.
Does that mean that by destroying the statue, we're returning some sanity to the city's people?
I see.
Perhaps so. Then this means this is the source of the anomaly robbing people of their rationality. If cooler heads prevail, more people may show up to support us. And that would mean, since this is the source of the Magla, the melancholization at the staircase would have dissipated, shouldn't it?
That sounds right.
It'd be worth checking. We should head back to the staircase. Yeah. We should be golden. Now, is it gonna get... Oh, there's way more than 5. Is it gonna get rid of all of them or just some? I can hear cries of support drowning out the jeering.
We stand with you. You're our rightful king.
Alright! It's the same thing we heard by the statue! Listen to the voices of our supporters!
All right.
The melancholization has subsided. We can move forward once again. 'Tis something of a shock that the king's servant was the cause. Those statues have been in the palace since time immemorial. So the voices of your constituents aided you in overcoming the melancholization. I should have considered that possibility.
You...
Answer us, Luis! What have you done to the king's servants? You can arrive at your own conclusions by proving your strength. I see value in little else. Press on. The throne room is dull, and I yearn for entertainment. Is he really just sitting on the throne? All by his lonesome? There's no low he won't sink to. Oh, he'll see soon. We'll prove more than that.
Onward.
There are 4 of the king's servants in the royal palace. Let us destroy the remaining 3 and put an end to this. So 3 more sections. What's wrong, Heath? Is there something over there? I feel a strange sensation, as though someone else's memories are flooding my mind. These are either going to be the first kings or Moors. Okay. Whoa!
Your Majesty, I must speak plain. Since the disappearance of His Highness the Prince, you have left the land's governance to Sanctifex Fordham.
Since our disappearance.
I understand the weight of your grief. To lose not only your love, and now His Highness, but ever since Sanctism was established as the state religion, Fordham has well overstepped his bounds. The man's audacity has grown intolerable.
It hardly matters. Let Fordham do as he pleases. In the end, nothing will truly make a difference.
So Hythlodius had given up years ago.
What's wrong? You look fixated on something. Did you see something?
It seems nobody else saw what I just saw.
Actually, just now.
The late king? I saw nothing.
But all that sounds too specific to be an illusion. It's almost like that exchange happened right here.
I'm sure it did.
Perhaps. 'Twas a memory from your life as a prince, restored to you.
No, this attendant mentioned the loss of His Highness, right? So he must have been gone already. It can't have been something he experienced.
So I'm guessing it's just some kind of magla flowing into us?
Then perhaps it's from the memory of His Majesty himself. This place is the heart of the royal magic. Maybe the late king's will itself still lingers. Perhaps it was passed through the magla.
Just like I said.
And the memories are meant for him alone, as the king's child.
If all this is true, then it goes to show His Majesty was a parent like any other. He thought he'd lost his son, and that grief became his undoing.
Now, Heisman would understand that.
Maybe it's not about the king's memories, but his anxieties. You're seeing what his heaviest burdens were.
That would track.
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Right. A king certainly does his kingdom a disservice by refusing to rule it. But Luis actively defiles it. And that's clearly the greater offense.
So all that's left is to take him down.
He's turned the royal palace into a den of monsters.
There's unknown dangers around every corner. Let's carry on, but stay vigilant.
Alright, so that's 1 of 4. And every time we get one down, we'll get closer and closer to rank 1. Yeah. So, what's next on the chopping block, one wonders? Maybe I wonder if we're meant to do this. Uh-oh. I'd forgotten that we're probably going to have to stop at some point so I can grind our MP back up. Yeah, I'd gotten so accustomed to just straight shotting it and basically having all of our MP available to us immediately. Oh, man. But that's okay. We can, we're so much stronger than everything here. We can definitely press on for right now. It's only when we meet something that we're going to need more of our MP for. So another, careful, there's something dangerous on this floor too. Alright, another one.
Goodness.
The melancholisation is as terrible as ever. I doubt we'll be able to get through easily.
What vexes you?
So your path has been blocked by anxiety once more. It appears you're quite the pariah indeed.
Come on now.
You're one to talk after manipulating the people of the city as you like. This melancolization's just another of your foul tricks, isn't it?
What is it?
You would blame me? Then let me ask you a question. Did you not hear the people's genuine, anxiety-riddled feelings? What's your point? Magla is formed by the anxiety and insecurities of the people. You would do well to think carefully about exactly what that means. So he's already figured something out, clearly, that we haven't. What's he on about? Is he trying to say that what's happening in the royal palace isn't something he planned himself? Don't take him at his word. For the moment, we should focus on eliminating this melancholization. No doubt is the king's servants at its root of it again. There should be 2 of them on this floor. Oh, there's 2 of them here? Well, alright. If we can do something about those statues, we should be able to ascend the staircase. Let's be quick about it so we can restore the city to its senses.
Got a sec?
As much as I'd rather not, let's start by going left. Because we're gonna need stuff. We restore HP and MP whenever anybody tags in on a fight, which is nice in and of itself.
I don't like this.
What's with this place? The magla's so thick it feels like the inside of a human's body. Whoa, now there's no going back. It seems as though we're trapped inside. Oi, the way out's blocked. Is this another bloody trap? If this is all, we're definitely going to be styling on these things. And now we've got company. Guess the solution's clear enough, eh? That crystal seems to be drawing monsters from throughout the palace to it. Destroy the epicenter or else there'll be no end to these things. But let's not prolong this. If we stay here for too long, our lives will be at risk.
Hurry.
Then let's do what we must. Quickly. Hurry. Whoa, we have 5 minutes? All right. Go ahead and kill everybody. We're definitely going to grab the stuff here. A second bit of timed action. There is an Elementa over there, but I'm wondering if this is timed. I'm kind of... Oh, there's multiple of these things. Nope. God dang. Crap. Alright, so a hero's jeweled root. Nice. Alright.
There they are.
And these things, oh, those must be new things that were summoned, because we were definitely already way stronger than that. So it just had to update us really quickly on where we stood.
Not entirely worthless.
Ooh. Definitely gots to grab that. So many heroes jeweled roots. And there's a... Oh, I was about to say that's an Elementa, but... Or an Elementa. Nope. Not getting us that time. Another hero's jeweled root. Uchronia gold coin, which we're never going to be able to do anything with that, which sucks, but let's cross over to here. I mean, we might as well, right? Style on these guys a little bit, but let me stop screwing around, because we absolutely will run out of time if I don't. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh crap. I mean, as long as no monsters show up, we're not actually worried about losing here. God dang. Hero's jeweled root. Whoop, almost missed this one. Heavenly water, another item we're never going to be able to use. Great spirit dust. Now, is there another one? Yes, there is. Okay, and I'm not going to take any more time fighting the small fry. 2 minutes left to do this is not a whole lot of time. Grab that.
I see the enemy.
Up. Whoops. Well, one didn't done them, so that's something.
Come and get me.
Nope. All right. One more presence, and it's the main one at the epicenter, like she said. We go up. We go over. Whoa. It started like, there was some, it wasn't really rumbling, but the thing was for sure shaking. Alright. Is there going to be a giant enemy now that we have to take down? The surrounding melancholization seems to be fading. That is such a long word. Melancholization. 6 syllables. Somehow we made it through. Now it should be safe. Just the king's servant left to take care of then. That's right ahead, isn't it? I can sense its presence. Let's hop to it. So, if it auto-saves, we'll do the same thing. If we don't have what it's weak to... Yeah, auto-saving. and we don't have what it's weak to, we'll back out, re-up, then kill this thing outright. Alright, we found it. The king's servant. We'll make some headway once we break it, but we've got another guest to take care of first. At least they serve to mark our progress. Now it is only a matter of felling the Guardian.
Right.
Let's get this over with.
Get ready. Go.
So what are you weak to?
They're totally fireproof.
Ice.
You better use something else.
So we've got ice on deck. Debilitate. We can't ice up. He, however, can windbreaker at least. And then let's go for lowers defense. Now we'll debilitate. Breath of battle, okay. Oh, check that out. We're going to go for the hyper. Removes buff effects. So he's also running on E as well. Let's get another one of these in. Let's see if we get any good on wind. 4,446. Right. Also removes buff effects. Medium. No, we want heavy. Dang. Aw. Oh well. Almost had it. If we had something that it was, if we could have used an ice attack instead, we'd have actually won on the previous turn. But it's all good. Shibalba Rod. And we've got 3 points unallocated. So let's definitely do some endurance. Hit around 30.
Good.
'Tis done. God, finally! That's just one mess after another. Was Luis responsible for that monster just now too? It is hard to imagine Luis taking such pains to both capture monsters and bring them all the way here. Maybe it's what's become of all the animals and other life already in the palace. Wouldn't surprise me, things being as they are.
No way.
Then the humans here used to be the people. Either Luis directly turned his soldiers into monsters, or he left them to rot in the Magla. The fiend. Let's destroy the statues for now. Before anything else, we must bring the people back to their senses.
Just saying.
Then let's bust the place up! Go on, Heath. Yeah. Get to slashing on him. So that's half of them done.
Hey.
I hear something again. It's people talking. Now this is a voice more familiar. Is it gonna be Katharina? Oh, a Denny? It sounds like... Is it? Yep, it's a Denny this time.
Is that all right?
O villagers, O residents of our homeland, Et Ria. We who possess the third eye should be able to see that the Magla which stagnates the sky slowly fades. The same people who've saved our village and my sister Euphausia now fight again to save the entire kingdom.
Frankly.
However, the enemy is ruthless and powerful. Evil will secure the throne if we cannot muster more support for Heath.
We haven't much time.
O villagers, are you content in remaining silent? Heath did not force change upon us. Before he left this place, he demonstrated through his actions that we have the power to do so ourselves.
Now's the time.
To show the evidence that we have truly opened our eyes. Yeah, some love directly from Virga Island.
Just as I thought.
I have no doubt of it. That was my brother's voice.
Yeah.
It was definitely a Denny. Seems like he's trying to convince everyone on the island to lend their support. So these two are strong feelings that traverse their way through the Magla. Our efforts have not been in vain, it seems.
Okay.
The people we've met along our journey are our greatest support. We've got to do them proud, Heath. And the emotions of people in Etria. Whoa, rank 215? When did we go from... When were we 441? The melancholization has eased a bit. Let us return to the staircase once more.
Right.
Something might have changed. Lead on. Half of them are probably gone, but not all of them. But man, a 6-syllable word, you don't get those very often. Encouragement and condemnation are all jumbled together. I can hear some cheering, but we haven't done enough yet to overcome the melancholia. I think melancholia... Yeah, okay, melancholia is 5. Melancholization is 6. There should be one more King 7th on this floor. I imagine that's what's causing this nightmare.
If so,
then we'll destroy the other one without delay. We must return the people of this city back to normal.
Perhaps.
Oh, we already went left, so now it's time to go right. Let's heal up a bit. 1 medical. And I think instead of... We're putting some time in on the prince, yeah, but we need to do the warlock this time. If only... what else do we need? Let's make sure we've got Hama on deck. And what can we not... I think we need fire, because we can't hit fire currently. I just want to make sure. I don't intend on doing it with the warlock, but this is just in case I forget. All right, so this is going to be... It looks like it's more of a straightforward challenge. Not timed or anything, but...
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, this place is just a maze. I don't know. I think I actually might have preferred the previous one. This way. Everyone, look at this.
Look.
The King's 7th is beyond that door. We should continue in that direction. Alright, some chump. All we have to do is kill those chumps. I agree. There can be no doubt if my senses ring true. That's easy enough to understand. If we head straight for the other side, we won't get lost. But there is something bothering me. The maglet in this area is somehow twisted, almost like it's a teleporter maze. We haven't seen a teleporter maze yet. Oh no, we have seen a teleporter maze. Well, we're overdue for another one. It's similar to the maze in the Dragon Temple, right? I've sensed it too. Yeah, I figured.
Perhaps.
The one where the mist led us astray. Oh my gosh.
That's surely right.
I am uncertain of the exact similarities, so we have not to do but attempt to move forward. Now before, and they specifically said it in an open area so that you wouldn't, because your first instinct is going to be to look up. Is this door going to lead us Yep, this door leads us to somewhere else.
What?
Did something just happen?
Hey.
What's wrong? Come on, slow coach, let's get a move on. Oh, is that what British people say? Slow coach? We went through the door, yet it looks like we're right back where we started. Oh, what fun. What fun. Ooh, but we have some stuff we can foderize. Yes. Feed us more mag.
There they are.
This thing. Nope, never had a chance. Let's go down. Because right now we're not certain what rhyme or reason Azia Kropos. So that thing has gone from being like a bounty monster to just something we style on instantly. Ooh, rank 9 Elemental Master. Is this gonna be a thing? Yep. Will awaken to its true power if purified at a church. Lance of the Old God. Yeah. Alright. Waiting till the, okay, there's definitely a better way to spend our time leading up to this. It just wasn't very apparent to me how we should go about doing that. Now there is a treasure chest over there. Maybe beating this place will fix the twisted magla here. And we can just run in and grab all the stuff. Because right now, I kind of just want to make a mad dash.
It'll be all right.
There must be some sort of logic to it. A red door. So... So this red door... And we've got that red door. This blue door should take us somewhere else, right? Yeah, this is a new place.
Continue forth.
So maybe we're supposed to go red, blue, red, blue, red, blue? It's not clear at the moment, but it should become apparent. And that's the red door that previously barred our path. Whoa! Okay. Because it's like we ran into an invisible wall, but it was where that thing was spawning at. So this blue door... So blue doors advance? Red doors regress? No. Do we have to... Maybe we have to open the... If we open the doors from the other way, maybe? Like, if we open this red door this way, it's going to put us on the other side of that blue door?
Yes.
Okay. Continue as we have been. So I think that's the logic to it. In order to progress, we've got to get to a door on the other side of the thing, maybe. So many heroes jeweled roots. They're really just giving these things out.
Right there.
I mean, that's nice, definitely, for sure. Is there a reason this... There's some enemy up there that's not coming down. Interesting. Alright, well. I guess we will be putting my theory to the test. No, we can go backwards. Another Zeocropos. I don't really get the rhyme or reason to this place at the moment. But I guess right now, is that... No. Okay, just had to make sure. Heroes Jeweled Roots, so many. So many delicious Heroes Jeweled Roots. Snowfield Mace. Increases light attack strength.
What now?
We could put that, but if we were using a, if we're using someone in the healer lineage, that would be prime weaponry. Give us light boost, basically, but we're not doing that. We don't have any use for it at the moment. How about we go... Well, so far, let's do this. We open the door going backwards, and it should put us forwards, right? Yes, okay.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
And then we do this one. Open this door going backwards, and it should push us forwards again. I think it did.
If you see
I'm not 100% certain. Now that we've moved, I'm not 100% certain on where we were at before, but yeah, it's not the same place. Okay, cool. So we just have to be facing a different direction. Oh, this is it, actually.
Exemplary.
There they are.
All right, pugilist. There's a treasure chest over there that we have not claimed. But it's also one that we're not going to be able to. I'm not going to lie to you.
I knew I could count on you.
Okay, Basilio has nothing left in the tank. That cannot be disputed. And we're not far behind him. So I'm wondering, there's two different options we've got here. We can switch the girls in. Or we can keep moving on. I think we're just gonna keep it moving. Yeah. And Basilio will just have to figure something out during the fight.
Look.
Another one of those statues. Let's hurry and break it. Yes, but another foe stands guard. We must deal with it somehow. Well, if this thing's not backing down, then I suppose we do it the hard way. We'll aim for a quick kill. Everyone ready?
Right.
Get ready.
One big fight. Now you... Pierce. Uh-oh. We don't have anything for that. Oh, never mind. He'll do a windbreaker axe. No, he'll just attack.
Stay calm.
We, however, will hyper. And then he'll, yeah, do a bit more on that front. Front row is feeling intimidated. Breath of Battle, okay. No one we have is weak to any of that. Yeah. He's burned. That's fine, though. Nah, we'll be fine. Yeah, let's actually do that. No, resists light. We can use electricity, though. Or darkness. Darkness is good. Actually, since darkness is good, extreme magic damage to all enemies. I guess it could have been worse. Soul Scream. 4 turn icons. Block, alright. He does not block that, which is less alright. And luckily he resists that.
I'll figure something out.
Ooh! First time we've seen that in a while.
You better be ready.
We'll have him... Yeah, we can powerful pulverizer. We've got a little bit left that we can do. Electricity. Gotta hit him with what we've got. And another powerful pulverizer. Big damage. One more netherworld tree. Okay. We are running super low. Alright. Proper boss! Job done!
However,
odd. For each statue, a monstrous guardian. Not unlike the Melancholia crystals. Luis probably set up the monsters here to slow us down, right? We just keep blaming him for everything. But if that's true, then us tinkering with these devices is bound to be bad for him, yeah? You know Luis fights his battles head-on. Not a man to stall for time. But these things he's willing to set up guards for.
I see.
That says to me these devices must be fairly important to him. Right. Don't know if he just wants to keep the populace unstable or if he's got his own reasons, but I'm willing to bet he wants these statues to stay standing.
I mean...
Only one thing for it then. Let's get smashing.
I want to set...
So I do think I'm gonna have to go back to the floor that had the FOE things on them and get our MP totals up a bit. Because it's looking Listen, I hear talking again. Who is it this time? Should be Katharina. It's either going to be Katharina or Maria. Hark, that voice. Or not Maria, the other lady.
What?
Oh! Batlin? What's with that crowd? The ones in the middle. Aren't they former candidates? Lena and Roger. And, Godard, is it? Seems they're arguing. How about we see what's going on?
Indeed.
So what if I do choose to support Count Luis? I don't see how else the tournament's losers can survive this. And our supporters, well, they should support someone whose ideals were closest to theirs. Count Luis is offering freedom of a kind. Revolution.
Wait a second!
Sure, but... Huh, revolution. Take a look at the city, boy. That's a riot. Nothing more. Me and mine, we've got nothing but hate to give Luis. Try cracking open a history book sometime, whelp. You see this mess of a sky? The seas are washing crimson.
No, thank you.
I look at it and see the Annex War all over again. Oceania's navy churning the foam, the waters all ran red with blood. The post-war generation inherited that hell, and we worked damn hard to move past it. Trampling history doesn't get you freedom, just lawless bloodshed. I'm just trying to be realistic. What else should I believe? You're not saying you think that Prince should best count Louise. I'm sure praying he can. Personally, I think Mr. Old Godard's got a point. I was born and raised around craftsfolk, working and building every day. And that count, he doesn't care what he breaks. Lives work, it's all nothing to him.
What do you think?
I don't want a king who breaks everything. I want a king who builds for a new future. Like that runner they built to flap its wings across the sky.
Now that's cracking.
If it comes down to a nightmare or a new dream, you better believe I'm betting on the dreamer. Isn't that why you wanted the crown? You wanted to achieve something. If you're only following Louise because you're scared, then don't be scared. Because you've got us now, and we've all got each other's back. If we all stand against Louise, he couldn't possibly kill every one of us. He might make a valiant attempt, though. Fearless to the end, I see. But there's truth in that. I do feel a bit better, somehow.
Well, look at you.
Though I confess it is not fear that draws me to Louise. After all my speeches as a candidate, honesty in my beliefs is the least I owe you. And indeed myself. So, he's found his backbone, which is good. Those voices were other candidates in the tournament, were they not? It seemed as though they were cheering in support of us. Good to hear, ain't it? Guess that lot's finally seen the light. Those were strong emotions that traveled through the Magla, weren't they? They're placing their trust in the prince, in us. People are expecting great things from you, Heath. For the sake of those who believe in us, we must win. 32. So our rank has been steadily rising as we've been getting closer. With this, we defeated the 2 king's servants that were on this floor.
Yes, of course.
The melancholization on the staircase should have receded. Let's go make sure. We got one more, and if there's a lot of enemies to grind on in there, well, not grind on, to get our MP back up on in there, that is going to be nice, but... Listen, I can hear their voices!
Yay, we've done it!
Now we're able to move forward!
Amuse me.
So you've gathered even more supporters, have you? You're proceeding unexpectedly well.
Yeah.
You ought to have heard the cheers for the prince! The flaws in your plan are beginning to show, Louise. A flaw, is it? Such fault lies not with me, but with this country. This country? Just what do you mean by that?
Do try once more.
I believe I explained that if you'd like an answer, then prove your strength. Do flail about a little longer, won't you? I find it most entertaining. Well then, I'll be expecting you. As ever, Luis is the picture of calm. How long does he intend to keep up that affectation? I don't think he's actually as detached as he seems. He's not. He was, like, the whole reason he's here is because of his rage over what happened at the Elder Village. He's keeping an eye on our movements, right? That's proof we're a threat he can't ignore.
That's surely right.
Little by little, we are closing in on him. Let us continue to flail about, as he put it.
Let's hurry.
There's only one king's servant left. I can feel something from the upper floor, so let's hustle. Oh, okay. Oh, right, another vision.
Got a moment?
So the last one was right after we were disappeared, I guess. Hold on, Heath? Is something happening again? I feel a strange sensation, as though someone else's memories are flooding my mind. Let's see what we got.
The festivities for this year's Saints' Day shall be conducted with the utmost ceremony. A fine opportunity to expand the market for igniters and spread them among people.
And Hithlodius is probably not going to push back on that at all.
Along with this policy, we will announce the closure of the Mage Academy.
Oh. Can't have people finding ways to magic outside of igniters, I guess.
What? Why close the academy?
The reports are troubling, I'm afraid. They secretly study dragons and other profane forces deep in the mountains. The people will not abide it.
Forden can't risk anybody learning the truth about how young Sanctism really is. The truth of what's really going on here.
With the popularization of magic igniters, all this theoretical study of magic will soon be obsolete anyway. Unless you have any objections, my liege.
It's not going to stop his ability to use magic, so why would he care?
No objections. Let it be so. Thank you for your efforts.
So, that's where Rella comes in.
How can a king accomplish anything alone? What was I supposed to do?
Him just watching his dream die. Man.
Another vision, Your Highness?
I saw something different than before.
This time.
His Majesty was exhausted then. His attendant did mention that he no longer possessed any real authority.
So he couldn't push back on Forden even if he wanted to.
Sounds like he had no one to support his spirits. I admit, I do pity him there. Beyond that, though, do you suppose he means for us to see these? If these memories are handpicked, then do they not come off as excuses?
Maybe so we can understand whatever truth it is that Luis is already aware of.
Strong.
Right.
It's just... his own son is risking his life in here. He deserves more from the king than regrets and memories.
Well, he's not wrong. But, okay, so there's gonna be... Whoa, what's that? It looks like the distortion of the room ahead has disappeared as well.
Nice.
Probably because we took out that king's servant. Let's keep it up.
That's a relief.
Yes. Alright, so we've got... I literally just cut off whatever Hulkenberg was about to say. God dang. Yeah, the stick drift is actually insane. Okay, the people have come to their senses. That's what she was going to opine. So we go in here, we save, and then I want to see what's in here. If there's a... It'd be nice if there was a bunch of monsters and it wasn't timed. We definitely don't want it to be timed. That would be bad. We'll save over this one. Like we've been doing. And let's resume exploration. Okay. So what do we have in here? Is it just going to take us... It's not going to take us just straight to the fight, will it? Oh, whoops. Past here is.
Something up?
What's wrong, Keith? Don't just stand there. Let's get going. This is the hallway that we saw when Luis first popped up in here.
Onward.
Let us go. The final King's Servant lies ahead.
Be careful.
Oh, Basilio was still burned. Whoops. He's been on fire this whole time. My bad, bro. My bad. We're probably gonna get, yeah. Giant open room. Definitely getting stopped.
This place.
This is where it happened.
Is this where His Highness was attacked?
This is where it all began, then.
Now we know Forden manipulated Rella to attack the prince, then tried to shift the blame to Luis to get him pushed out of his station.
I can't believe Luis really was innocent of that.
No doubt Forden underestimated Luis as a mere child. And when he regained his grasp on the military, the Sanctifex was taken entirely by surprise.
How little of this I understood before. Yet now all is clear. Alsace left me behind to protect me.
But the prince made it back. He's come this far to do what must be done.
Yup. No sneak attacks are gonna stop us this time.
You speak true. Thank you. I failed in my mission that day, but I will not fail a second time.
Fate is a strange thing. What began in these halls will soon end here. But the fight is not against any agent of the curse who remains. Just 2 of its victims.
Poetic in a way.
Not that strange to me. Just means we've moved on. We've already nixed the curse, and this fight ain't just over the past anymore.
It's about the future of Ukrania.
Basilio.
Indeed. This battle shall decide the future king. Wasn't expecting anything so profound from you.
You wanna take this outside, old fella?
Uh-oh.
Wait, something's coming.
This uncanny Magla. Is this...
Oh, Zorba! Right, I forgot he was even still alive!
So you've come, but you will go no further.
Well... Whoa! What happened?
What have you done to yourself?
Ah, of course. This is your first time seeing me like this. Witness how I've ascended to even greater heights. Wonderful, is it not? Lord Luis can take a wretch like me, someone fate condemned, and turn me into a man of power.
He's so committed to him.
Zorba, you...
Did you willingly endure Luis's spell? Did you let him twist your form?
Oh, he made him part human.
So it's true then. No matter someone's tribe, he can turn them human. And make them a monster.
Right, because Zorba is like half something and half something else.
What the hell is worth that? You call this a man of power? Luis turned you into an abomination.
Call me what you wish. This is the form I desire. If Magla is a person's anxiety, why resist it? If you long to be liberated, you need only unleash it. In Lord Luis's world, strength is the ultimate judge of all. Nothing else matters. It's freedom and fairness. We're moments from the dawn of a perfect new world.
Yeah, you're not gonna be alive to see it, I promise you.
And how many sacrifices do you reckon it'll cost? What does it matter? What world was ever won without sacrifice? No, to be bled on an altar so fair and just, it's a noble and beautiful thing. Lord Luis strives to build us a utopia, and I, not you, shall be first to make it my home. You were dealt a winning hand in the game of life. By sheer chance! You have everything I never will!
I mean, that's not really the case. I think everybody here has had it pretty rough.
I will not let you soil our new world! You'll die before you ever set foot on liberated ground! With this power, I nurtured under Lord Luis, I will deny you everything!
He is tweaking. But he should still be weak to light, just like he was in our first fight against him.
Now die! All of you die! There's no place for parasites like you in our new world! What point is there to a new world if it costs innocent lives to make it?
Save your breath, Stroll. He is beyond reason.
And he has been for a very long time.
You're one to talk of reason, you imbecile! I'm not here to chat. I'm here to annihilate you!
Now, Zorba should not be anywhere near as difficult as the, Zorba and Luis shouldn't be as difficult as the 4 dragons.
This is why he fought for Luis so desperately?
Let's see about light. Okay, what about electricity? Does he have a weakness? Interesting. Got Conde on. If it's not light, he'll probably summon something that's weak to light, but let me go ahead and get my MP up, because we probably can. Look at how much damage we've already done to him. I'm sure we can win this, but it would be very annoying to do it with the resources we've got right now, and I don't want to be annoyed, so. Okay, this should be enough resources to just do this outright. Cold Drago. Whoa, what's all this? All right. Dragoroa, Cold Dragoroa. Deals extreme magic fire damage to one enemy and may burn. Severe magic light damage to one enemy. Let's just start with... Well, he's not actually weak to Hama-On. Wheel, Hyper, Bluster Blast Maneuver, Ice Wolf Offensive, Healing Shelter Formation. Eureka Moment, what's that? Oh, Extreme Magic Fire Damage to all enemies. Whoa, that costs 70 though. We won't be doing that. It increases their attack, sure. Because like I anticipate, this is not going to be nearly as difficult. Also removes buff effects. Oh, I didn't give him, Whoa, check that out. Mamuto dying. I don't think any of us are weak to dark. Yeah, we resist that. So he can jump back. Let's use... Well, that costs 30. I don't want to use that. Then we shall... Well, I guess we can get away with just radiancing. Yeah, see? Another formation of vigor. Now one of these. Oh, we don't constantly get the... Alright. He has to already not have a weakness in order for us to be able to really come up off of that. Another Mamuto dying. Yeah. What level is he? 74? Well, he never had a chance. So I'm assuming that if he's level 74, then... What's it called? That freaking guy, Luis, he's probably level 80.
My thanks. I owe you one. You better be ready.
I think... Oh! Never mind. He is still weakened like that. So if we keep using Wanton Destruction, we'll keep getting that effect then. Well, good to know. Once he's down to about half health, I'm assuming his strategy will change. Sorrow Curse. Giant Scythe. So what, is he gonna now reflect anything we try to do?
Is there another one? Let's go.
Yeah, let's Heroes Proving.
Now, what's the play?
Oh! What happened to the anxiety getting to Basilio?
Are you prepared?
Alright. So in that case, extreme physical strike damage. 1 to 3 times and ignores resistances. There's an item that gives us There's an item that gives us it'll, if a multi-hit attack is used, it'll hit the max number of times every time. Yeah, we're already hypered, so now we can just Radiance. He resists light now. Well, that's good to see. Heat Riser. Nope, we've got 2 people who can use Dekunda specifically for this reason.
I call upon royal power within.
Or Dekaja, rather. No, sir. Repels. Piercing apostasy. What's that? Not entirely sure. It says... Oh, I guess piercing apostasy must be a sometimes sort of situation. Resists light, huh? What about wind? Missed entirely. So he resists everything now? Okay. So he's got a defense form and an offense form. I understand. Well, that's extremely welcome.
You better be ready.
He'll actually... Yeah, let's wanton destruction.
Now accept your fate.
Into a... medium 1 to 3 times. Weak 1 to 3 times. Well... Dang, heavy on the 1 to 3, I guess.
Are you prepared?
So let's go ahead and pump our damage up. Yeah, let's do this. This turn probably could have gone a lot better, honestly. Heavy. Okay, to all enemies, because I'm like, I don't have to, yeah. Because Radiance just costs...
You failed to grasp Lord Luis's ideals! You're expendable, the lot of you! Expendable, you hear me? You're blind as all Lord Luis's enemies! And I'll see every last one of you dead!
Soul screams, so now he's pumping the turns. Okay, so that Sorrow Curse and the Giant Scythe thing, it consumes Mamudodyne. No way. But I guess that's on me for not having Makarakarn live. Okay, so we were able to make it back to this part. But now, we've got our defenses up. So hopefully... Okay, he's still got... Oh! That just inflicts some random thing on him? And yes, we put Heismei on the ninja. Because we're not trying to suffer through the BS. So we've been adamant Nightblading so he can't hit us as easily. But that's about where this... Yeah, we're about at the end of this thing. Let's Formation of Vigor. Uh-oh. No, let's not have him do it. Okay, cool, because the paralysis would drop our hit rate too much. Don't worry, Zorba, there won't be a next time. Ooh.
Satisfactory. Yeah, that feels nice.
79. Diligent Discipline. But okay, yeah.
Damn it! Why? Why does this world keep rejecting me?
So you see that big open empty space he's right out in front of? Zorba's about to take a very long fall.
How could you push your body this far?
Your deeds bespeak a heart of incredible loyalty, Zorba. Tis a tragedy that you have pledged it to the wrong man.
Right. Oh my gosh, Luis is not that great.
You're the ones who've got it wrong. This world doesn't have much longer.
Oh, I'm guessing whatever truth Luis knows, Zorba has been shared with Zorba.
I know you feel it too, deep down, don't you? Nobody has any choice in how they live their lives. They don't even realize it should be their decision. You can't change that world without destroying it. The only man willing to fight for a better world is Lord Luis. Why can't you see that?
I get it now.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why it took so long because Basilio and Zorba were basically in the exact same position about a month and a half ago.
Zorba, you're the only one who understood everything Luis wanted and fought for it anyway.
Oh, never mind. Because Basilio and Fidelio didn't really know what Luis was willing to do, but Zorba did.
I don't care if I'm just a stepping stone. Lord Luis can build his world on my corpse. A world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
Figured. Well,
Zorba.
He had his chance and he made his decision.
There was naught to be done. He chose his path.
Yep.
Tel and I never knew how to deal with him. Always gloomy and moping about. Then he'd burst with this sudden anger, shouting and lashing out like. Thinking back on it now, makes me wonder if the outbursts were all cries for help.
I don't know. There may have been a point where Zorba could have been saved, but that point probably passed long before any of this ever started. Oh well.
Was it really Luis who did this to Zorba? Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure Zorba was this messed up long before he ever met Luis.
We can't waver now. I'll not deny, Luis's words ring true in some ways. But he turned Zorba into a monster, and not with words alone. However badly Zorba wished for it. If Luis really cared to protect him, would he have pushed him to such horrors? It's all a fallacy in the end.
A fallacy, eh? You suppose all that business about equality is just a smokescreen? His ambitions are just dead selfish?
Or maybe his vision for equality is different from the one that we envision.
I don't know if I buy it myself. Would Luis tell such a shallow lie?
There might be something else to this.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But Zorba never turned against him, in deed or in heart. And he still twisted him like that. It wasn't for his protection.
Speaking of which, he mentioned something curious at the end.
That the world needs to be, or the world doesn't have much longer.
He spoke of a new world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
In other words, only those who obey will survive. That's the deal Luis has been spouting since the start.
I get the feeling that's too simple. Remember Rella's vision? A land full of feral humans, with people either running or going mad.
So does he want to turn everybody into a human?
I just doubt we can take Luis's speeches at face value. If his true intentions were as simple as that, Rella wouldn't have left us with that image.
You think Luis still has a real purpose we're not aware of?
Gotta.
No point in pondering it here. We're bound to find him eventually, so we can question him then.
The last statue is close by as well. Let us move onward, that we may do what must be done.
Can do. Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Time to go.
I can sense the presence of a king's servant nearby. This is the final one. Shall we go? I actually would have thought that, and we can change Heisme back. I would have thought that Zorba was actually guarding the last one, but I guess not. And we took Juna, or we took, Yufa off of the thing, so now, to cure him, yeah, we're gonna need one of these. Honestly, I probably should have purchased more, but we're going to go right back onto the Warlord. We'll be fine. I'm sure the game will autosave here. This is the last statue, right? Yes, 'tis the last of the king's servants. Once this falls, that should snuff out the root of this chaos.
But
what's with these dragon statues anyway? Why would the royal palace be full of monuments made to drain away the people's sanity? That may not be their intended use. Indeed, Luis may have twisted them for his own ends.
Even so,
All that matters is that they play a part in his plan, and they must. Otherwise, he'd not have left abominations to guard each one. If he saw fit to protect these devices, then they're bound to be serving his aims somehow.
What?
His aims? Are these statues attuned to the royal magic? An answer best heard from Luis, with a sword at his throat. Destroying the statues comes first for now. So what's guarding this one? True enough. Heath, please destroy it. Is there no guardian here? Oh, I guess Zorba was the guardian for this. Now we're gonna see the hushed honeybee. Hopefully this will calm the capital down. Hey, voices! I hear them again! Hey, this one's dead loud. Is it coming from the royal capital? Should be. Show us the hushed honeybee. Now, whoa! Zorba! Oh my god. Something just fell out of the sky. It looks like... Oh, okay. Do none of these... Oh, I guess none of these people would recognize Zorba.
It's not a human. A person? But the body fell from the royal palace. What's going on?
I know this face. Isn't this the mage who was wreaking havoc at the cathedral months ago?
Uh-huh. A mage who was really close with Louise.
Couldn't be. If that's the man who was working for Luis, he'd be long dead.
Well?
Wait. Has he been alive this whole time? Was he turned into a monster?
Now you guys are getting the picture.
I told you, didn't I? It's just like what happened to the prince. Luis is behind the whole thing.
Vindication, am I right?
Finally ready to talk, are we? Listen up, good people. Luis has lied to all of you.
So then, all that about the fake prince being a monster, that was a lie? He's truly His Highness?
Finally! It only took, well, this massive display for you guys to understand.
But still, as long as we obey, Count Luis will protect us.
Don't let fear rule your hearts, people.
Oh, come off it. You can't just take Luis at his word, people. This Zorba, the man who just crashed down, was one of the Count's most loyal men.
And look what he got.
This was Luis's doing. If that's the case, even if we obey, we don't know what he'll do to us. This is what I've been telling you. Luis isn't wiping out these monsters. He's bloody well mass-producing them. There's even evidence he's giving them orders to attack. Look, we're talking about a man who's openly declared he'll execute anyone he feels like, even average citizens, if they don't fall in line. Is that the king you want?
Finally.
No, lies. I don't believe you. Count Luis is our savior. He's supposed to save the world.
It's actually kind of frustrating how realistic this is. Nobody wants to believe, even when the evidence is staring them dead in the freaking face. Literally dead.
What if he turns us all into monsters?
About time. Is this the moment the royal capital wakes up to the truth?
What's he spied?
Is that? Well, well.
Wow. The Shadow Council people.
What's the situation? Have we even the slightest hope of defeating Luis?
Just sit back and trust in us.
Been a long time, my lord. You've always had a keen eye for reading the situation. Well, the winds are changing. Now, it's just a matter of what you choose to believe in. Can you smell it? There's change in the air. Things are finally getting interesting.
We're about to really understand what Luis is all about. Whoa. Is Luis? I didn't really catch it in time.
Whose voices just now? That was Batlin, and the others, wasn't it? They all sounded startled to see Zorba's corpse.
Were we on the King's Rock? I'm gonna have to check that out when I edit this.
Finally, a reasonable reaction. Seems we've destroyed all the statues then. That should help get people back on our side, don't you think?
Hopefully.
Indeed. The sight of Zorba must have finally gotten it through their heads. All Luis has to offer them is insanity.
It seems as though the people have returned to their senses. This should make us number 2. Let's get it.
So, none of the king's servants remain.
Then our people are at last sound of mind. Your vile magic will deceive them no more.
My magic? I deceive no one.
And he's definitely telling the truth.
What do you mean? You were responsible for all this chaos, weren't you?
In any case, there can be no more doubt. Your support and mine have finally reached parity. You've come quite a way in the short time since the day of your despair. Commendable in all honesty. A marvel indeed. Perhaps I can no longer afford such indulgence.
Did he not believe we'd be able to make it back up here?
So be it. Come to the throne. With the power of the royal scepter in my hands, I will give you what you deserve.
A swift death, no doubt.
You have the royal scepter. Surely you haven't.
And as we may now speak plain, I will tell you the truth of both the royal scepter and this very country.
What? Okay, this is gonna be insane.
I'll be waiting.
His voice has fallen silent.
Wait, so Luis got his hands on the royal scepter. This is bad. Extremely bad.
Even should we win the majority vote, it won't matter who the new king is. Luis alone would have the power to doom the entire nation.
Not if we've got anything to say about it.
We've just got to get it back. He wants a face-to-face showdown? Well, we'll give him one.
Yeah, we've got this in the bag. Though, there's no good place to grind here. There's one enemy type that gives good, that gives a good amount of, XP for your archetypes, but I was hoping there'd be some way we'd really be able to go crazy. What's this? Oh, probably one last Hithlodius. Whoa! Some familiar looking horns have fallen. Aren't these... Oh, time to learn that Luis is actually an Elda. Those belong to Luis! That would mean...
Luis.
He's actually an Elda. He has no further need to conceal his identity, which means he's revealing his true power. We have to stop him.
Let's hurry.
Luis's horns. Well, that's unfortunate. But okay. The final boss. All is waiting for us. Let me go ahead and get our... I'm probably going to max out on our MP. But we're going to go ahead and, I guess, finish off the game. That's all going to be next time, though. So definitely bye for now, guys.